What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, here to share my insights to the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm, and do not forget to subscribe, man. Salute to everybody already in the chat, man. Y'all some real ones. Drop hashtag real one in the chat. Let me know you in the building. I'm taking attendance today, man. We're going to see who all pulled up on us right away, who got those notifications on. We got a few things to talk about, y'all, and y'all will be getting, I'm talking about some exclusive alpha in this video. So this is one you want to stay tuned for. Make sure y'all stay tuned to the end of the video. Catch all these gems we're going to be dropping. We will be going over, talking about the new TANGEM wallets. We also got, a major surprise for the stream, and we'll be talking about PayPal's new stablecoin. So make sure y'all, stay tuned for this one. This is going to be one. Smash the likes, run the likes up ASAP as soon as y'all come in. Shout out to everybody coming in right now. We're going to give it a few minutes, let everybody, pull up on the stream. Also, shout out to the replay gang. Those of you that catch this stream after it is live, man, y'all are just as important. Salute to y'all. We got a lot of people all over the globe that are rocking with the channel. Yesterday, if y'all were on the live stream, you seen literally every corner of the earth. We have somebody in the live stream. So shout out to everybody that was representing their areas. Definitely appreciate that, man. It shows the strength of the Shib army. So off the bat, we got my boy Petey in the building, man. Salute. Always first, front, and center every single time, man. Definitely appreciate you, bro. He said, hit the likes coming in. Shout out to Beach Model Fitness. Said, hit that like button, everyone. Get this good knowledge. Salute to Beach Model Fitness. Also, Petey says, my bet. Salute. We should do it. Hit the like button. Shout out to Ryan. We got Australia in the building, man. Salute all the real ones out there in Australia, the down under, whatever y'all call it out there, man. Shout out to y'all rocking with us. Yeah, we got some things to get into. So we're going to start off, taking a look at the overall markets, take that in, see, how we're feeling about that. And then we'll move into a few other topics. I'm really curious about this PayPal stablecoin. Very interesting, because if y'all remember, the shibainu ecosystem also will be bringing its own stablecoin as well, which is Shi token. So, getting a lot of, just talk about stablecoins right now could be a positive thing, especially as we lead up to the Blockchain Futures Conference, because, the Shib team will be actually talking about Shi token there, which will be our stablecoin. So let's get into this, man. Salute. Drop a comment. Let me know you in the building. Shout out to Nico. Salute. Appreciate you. Said hi, sir. How 9 days left of Shibarium launch. So we just are speculating. You got to remember, this is not financial advice, more like financial entertainment, education, literacy, whatever you want to call it, but not advice. So we're going off of the date of the conference. The main date, I believe, is August 15th. So from now until August 15th is 9 days. Shiba Inu is the main title sponsor. That means we have the center stage. We have the main advertising slots. And, the team is going to be, releasing, it's speculated to release Shibarium at this event. So this is where I'm getting 9 days from. Now, I could be wrong on this. We could, see a scenario where the team tells us, hey, we'll be releasing this at a later date, and give us an official date on, August 15th or at that Blockchain Futures Conference. Now, I'm hoping that doesn't happen, because, that's going to deal a blow to the community. A lot of people are going to be upset about that. So, definitely not looking forward to that if they do that part. Shout out to Essence. We got a real one in the building. Salute. Appreciate you. She says, hello, everyone. We got OG McMizzle in the building, man. Shout out to the whole LA. Essence says, what's up, Petey? Eric says, we are in there like swimwear. LFG. You mad? See, I don't know what that is. Aussies. Shout out to December and all the channel and community members. Appreciate you, Eric. We got, some real members in the building as well. Shout out to all the channel members to the channel. Y'all really help, push this forward. So definitely appreciate y'all. Wayne Laura says, to the Shib army, hold 2026, something big is coming. Connect the dots, y'all. Eric says, hey, Essence. Beach Model Fitness, drop that hashtag real one. Appreciate that. Eric says, hey, Petey. Christian in the building. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Spade, the ace card in the building. Said, what's good, Big Marco? Salute, bro. Appreciate you pulling up on this, man. Christian said, I love your videos. Thanks for all the updates. You're welcome, bro. I love that you love them. Oh, wait. We got something from Shib Army. Said, aloha from Hawaii, man. Salute to the whole Hawaii. I told y'all, we literally global. Lord Drip says, even if Shibarium isn't released, a lot of eyes will be on Shib with the sponsoring the event. True. You're right about that. I got to go into a point. I want y'all to connect the dots for a moment. How big do y'all think this event is? Drop in the comment section. Let me know how serious and how big of an event do you take this? Is this something y'all think is just like, a little thing, or is it just, something, decent? Or do y'all think this is like some type of mega event? Like, let me know. I need to understand the vibes of how the sentiment on, what y'all think about this event. Shout out to E Harden 92, said blessings, everyone. Salute to everybody. Make sure we got all 40 people that are in the stream hitting the like button, man. I need y'all to do that. And also share this stream, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Instagram. If you have anywhere that you could think of to share this video, share it there. You could possibly educate somebody and, increase their confidence, and they could potentially join us in the Shib army. So definitely would appreciate that. Shout out to ASAP Mason. Said, what's good, bro? Appreciate you pulling up. Salute. PD said hello, Essence and Eric. Essence says the event will be huge, in my opinion. I need some more feedback, y'all. Let me get some more feedback. What do y'all think about this blockchain futures event? Okay, Spade the Ace card said 10 out of 10. It's an ETH conference. It gotta be big. Okay. We got 2 people gave us some feedback on that. Let me know, what do y'all think about this event? Do y'all think this, what size event do you think this is? Eric says, I think it's huge. Shiba Inu brand has been spreading all over the world, and they want to get into every facet of daily life. That's how I see Shiba Inu in the future, with Wellies, the car gang, Shiboshi. Okay. Hunter Cortez says, what if the Shib team burned 10 to 20% of the supply as a surprise at the event? That would be absolutely crazy. I don't think they'll do that, but if they did, that would be wild. Jeremy said it's going to be huge. And this is the thing too, the team, I'm hoping that they do something special for us, something unique, because remember, Coinbase just dropped their base, blockchain, and they're, what some in the community say are copycatting from the summer of Shibarium with their on-chain summer. So, the team demonstrated, or, basically showed us that they, didn't like that. So I'm hoping that the team comes with a surprise, something even, more intriguing that, Coinbase wasn't able to copy. So a mega burn or something of that sort would be crazy. I definitely would appreciate that. Jeremy said it's going to be huge. Eric said, and blockchain to run all over their networks on. It's completely its own ecosystem. This is going to be worldwide. This isn't small idea. Okay. Okay. ASAP Mason says, I got 3K bone. I'm ready. Okay. All right. So let's get into this, man. Y'all going to see how big this event is. We got about a 99% confirmation of something. Obviously it's not financial advice, but I think y'all gonna like this when we get into this. So make sure y'all stay tuned to the end of the video, because this is gonna definitely be dope. So Petey said a partnership with Volt. Definitely that would be crazy if we seen Volt in the building, man. That would be so bullish for Volt. I don't know, maybe we gotta ask Vitoshi, does he plan on popping up there? That would be interesting. It definitely would. But yeah, I would like to see a partnership. Khalifa says everybody who's anybody in crypto should be there. Okay. So Khalifa knows what's up. Khalifa definitely knows what's up. Okay, I like that. So if you're just tuning in right now, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We will be going live again tomorrow. I believe around, give or take, stay tuned. That's why you should be following me on Twitter at DecemberDeMarco, as well as Instagram at DecemberDeMarco. So that way you can be up to date with everything going on. When I go live, I'll let y'all know over there. But I ain't gonna drop a time. Maybe somewhere around 4 or 5 p.m. Pacific. So make sure y'all got those notifications on. We will be live all the way until this event. We will be live streaming during this event, covering anything. I got a few people on the inside that will be giving me some alpha, some insider information on things that are going to be taking place before they make it to the masses. So make sure y'all are tuned in. Now let's take a look at overall crypto chart real quick. We got the overall market cap at $1.16 trillion. Again, another day of being flat, y'all. Down 0.4% in the last 24 hours. That's the first number we want to look at. When we pull up to the charts, we want to see what the overall crypto market cap is doing. If it's sideways, if it's flat from where it's at yesterday, we can pretty much assume that, the market didn't really do anything too special. Now, remember, there's always those outliers. It doesn't mean no coin, had any decent gains today. It just means overall. So if we see, if we're looking for Shiba Inu to be bullish, especially going against the grain right now, or without going against the grain, we're going to need the overall market or Bitcoin to help pull everything up. And right now, that's just not happening. It's trading sideways. We did what we could do, with that excitement that we had, the hype. We brought some FOMO in. We got some, We tuned up some people, let them know that Shiba Inu is not done. We could take off at any minute, but we weren't able to sustain that level because of the selling pressure. We broke down to a key support area, which is a cool support area because we haven't yet violated it. It's still a healthy correction in the chart. Remember, charts need to have pullbacks. A chart can't just go up, 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 and never just, come down. It doesn't work like that. So the pullback we're seeing on Shiba Inu so far is a healthy pullback. This is not one to be worried about. If we cross around that, I believe it was the 870-ish, 875-ish level, then that could be, more of something to worry about. So right now we're sitting with Shiba Inu. Well, before we get to Shib, let's look at Ethereum, 1828, basically flat. BNB, 242, flat. XR, and when I say flat, I mean it's not up, in the green. It's either, less than 1% or 0.5%. Well, XRP is about 0.7% up, but that's, actually down. But all these are still pretty much flat. If it's not up 2%, pretty much flat. So XRP 61 cent. We got Doge at 7 cent, Cardano at 29 cents, Sol at 23.10, Tron at 7 cent right now, Matic at 66 cent. And everything is down right now. Look at all the top 20 cryptocurrencies, except for Bitcoin Cash and Chainlink just popped into number 20. Chainlink up 2%, so that's bullish because they just broke into that top 20. But Bitcoin Cash, the only one above that level, that's up 5.6%. Everything else is either in the red or flat. So litecoin at 82.19, DOT at 495, Shiba Inu at that 508923 level, down 4.9%. And then we got BCH at 17th place at 238, Avalanche at 1244, 18th place, TANGEM at 121, 19th place, and Chainlink at 734, up 2.3%. So look at all this blood in the market. When we see so much blood, we can't expect, Shiba Inu just to always pump against the grain. It doesn't work like that. Fear and greed index still at a 50, still neutral. Nothing really changed right there. Shout out to Bad Idea AI though. Just want to get that out there before I forget. Matter of fact, let's pull him up real quick. Let's pull up Bad Idea real quick, man. Because this project right now up 17%. This is a part of the official Shiba Inu ecosystem, y'all. It's up 18% now. Just rolled over another percent. So looking good. We seen, it up a little higher today, but pull back slightly and rebounding right now. So looking good on this one. I just want to get this a honorable mention, Also, one other quick, project, because we do talk about meme coins on the channel. Now, this is a project called Elmo. I reviewed this project on my channel earlier, so make sure y'all go check that video if you already haven't. Remember, can't tell you the boss of the whole, but I can drop some fire projects on your desk. And right now, this project is up 21% on the day as well. So, we be calling some bangers, man. But let's go back and take a look at Shiba Inu. Matter of fact, let's get a look at Bone token first before we take a dive into Shib. So we got Leash token up first at 515, sitting up 1% on the day. So Leash a little green. Bone at 165, down 1.18%. Look, y'all, I know Bone is, is playing around, is bouncing around between these different levels. But let me tell y'all, when Shibarium drops, the FOMO is going to be so crazy for Bone. I would not be surprised. I already think Bone's price will be around $5 when Shibarium is dropped. Now, remember, I put this out there publicly, so we're going to have to see if I'm right or wrong. I could be wrong, y'all. I do not have a crystal ball here. You got to remember that. Don't take these prices I'm saying and just, take it as it's 100% for sure, because it's not. But I would not be surprised seeing Bone at $5. I wouldn't even be surprised if it spiked and when it's crazy, and we seen a wick or a candle where it blasted off for a second when parabolic and try to get close to $10, $8, $9, something like that. But I'm more targeting that $5 range. I think it's respectable for Bone at the release of Shibarium. So let's look at Shib now. So right now we are sitting at a market cap of 5.2 billion, down 4.9% in the last 24 hours. We got the volume down 26% also in the last 24 hours, sitting at 256. Remember Saturday or the day we went crazy, the volume was sitting around 750 million. So, we're down, significantly from that point. So you got to keep that in mind as well. The volume isn't as high, the markets aren't pumping, a lot of people, are uncertain about what's going to happen next. We got, some FUD going on, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. People fear that if they, buy in at these levels, the price could drop further. People are uncertain if the price wants to continue. People are doubtful that, Shibarium will even possibly do anything to affect the price. So, people aren't just confident right now when it comes to, Shiba Inu. But one thing we do not have to pay attention to is like over the last, I got an article over here. But over the last few days, like 2 days, we've seen 11 trillion Shiba Inu tokens get accumulated by whales. So whether it was from transferring tokens to another wallet or buying new tokens, we've seen these whales positioning themselves for something. And usually when we see transactions of this size take place, we know something big is coming. Even the large transactions for Shiba Inu have increased. Six-figure transactions, $100,000 or more transactions were up like, what was it? 300% or something crazy like that. So that's telling us that big money is eyeing Shiba Inu right now. And what we see happen usually when the price breaks out, we see smart money, wait for it. Even if it's breaking out, they let it continue to run. They let it go all the way, whichever, if they're not already in. Some people will let it run all the way that it runs. And then they'll wait for that resistance to hit, that selling pressure to start kicking in for it to retrace. And then they'll buy off of that bounce when it retraces it, as long as it shows some type of confirmation that that trend is likely to continue. So we got a lot of smart money trying to enter around these ranges, especially at that support, that 875 level we seen earlier. Let's take a look closer at that. So here we are. So we found some support right around that 8. Well, that's where buyers pushed it back up to. But initially, right along that range where we said around the 870-ish, 890-ish range, that was a key support range. You see this wick came in. So the bottom of this candle, this long line coming out of it is called a wick or a shadow. The wick of the candle came down and tested right at that 875 level, right where we said it should find support. And you seen at that point, buyers stepped in. Notice how this candle looks. So if you don't know this already, a wick on a candle is formed by buying pressure or selling pressure. So notice this green candle. Green candles open at the bottom, meaning they begin at the bottom when they first appear on the chart, and they close at the top. So these green candles move in this direction. They start here at the bottom, close here. Look at all these ones right here. It started at the bottom, closed here, started at the bottom, closed here, started at the bottom, closed here, started at the bottom, closed here. Even if we see it, leading up to a downtrend, it started at the bottom, closed here. Now with red candles or the selling candles, they begin at the top and close at the bottom. So you can actually see the fight taking place between buyers and sellers through these candles. These candles tell you a lot of information. So with this candle right here, we can see, knowing that it opened at the top. It opened at this range, even though notice we got a wick at the top. Let me see if I can zoom in better for y'all. So we got a wick at the top of this candle right here, and we got a wick at the bottom. So what happened was this candle formed, it popped on the chart right here, and then, it started to buyers had a little control right here. That didn't work out. Sellers ended up pushing it back down past this point, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down to the 875 level, where more buyers stepped in because that's a key support area. Buyers stepped in and pushed the price back up right here, and that formed this wick. So, the buyers that were, trying to take over control right here, they lost control and sellers took over, which created this wick here. And then sellers had control all the way down into this range, but buyers came and regained some control back into this area and pushed it to here where the candle closed at. And then take a look at this next candle. This candle opened here and is moving downward this direction, so it'll close towards the bottom. If it's a red candle, if it starts to move, buyers, move in and start to flip this candle, it'll turn green after it crosses this part right here. And that will now become a bullish candle. So you want to keep that in mind as well. But right here, this candle is kind of what we like to call a hammer candle. It's, I would like it to be just shaped a little bit better, but for the most part, we're in a downtrend. We got a doji candle forming here. We got a doji candle, which this could be considered. So either it depends on how you look at it. This is a very small doji candle, or it could be considered, a tiny hammer. But usually at the bottom of a downtrend, when we see doji candles appearing, that's a candle that's skinny with a wick coming out the top and the bottom. when we see those types of candles appear, that means a trend reversal is likely to happen. Notice the confidence is getting smaller and smaller, or the fear is getting less. So, when we see big candles form, that means there was a lot of confidence. If it's a green candle or if it's a red candle, there's a lot of fear. So you see with these with the green candle moving in this direction, we had a lot of confidence, and that signals a lot of bullish momentum right there as well. But right after that, we got that selling pressure coming in, which was some fear. People thinking that the price is going to continue moving down. That triggers more fear, more people sell down. But notice this candle here is getting smaller and smaller, and that's what we want to see. We want to see it getting smaller and smaller until it eventually flips, because the confidence or the fear is getting less. I hope that makes sense to y'all. I'm really trying to give y'all some technical understanding too. I know this is just a meme coin, but you can use this information with any project basically. Let me know, do y'all rock with this type of info? Let me take a couple more comments before we get back into this. So Jeremy said, the card game is done. The metaverse is done. ShibaSwap 2.0 is done. All that will suck in bone tokens into the chain, lowering circulating supply in the main chain ETH. So basically saying, how all these different utilities all burn bone token, and which in turn is going to burn some shibainu tokens as well. So, it's bullish for, all of us. Or they'll require bone token, and then will burn Shib token. So Adam says, what about XRP? XRP, we'll start getting some XRP videos up. I seen y'all been asking for those lately. We'll start covering it. We got one of the federal judges talking about overturning the XRP decision with the SEC. Now, I don't like that. I don't like that at all, because I like things to just stay how it is right now, where, XRP is not a security, because if they become labeled a security, that means a list of other coins are going to fall under that same umbrella. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But usually when it comes to federal rulings like that, they don't just get overturned easily. It would have to be something, super that pops out of, that comes out that, causes them to really want to change that decision. So shout out to Spade. He says, I pray. Let's go, Shib. Eric says, am I wrong for assessing BTC may have a crash again before we go again? Nah, you ain't wrong, bro. If that's what the chart is telling you, if you understand your technicals, you ain't wrong for that. When looking at technical analysis, we can't make the charts, do what we want it to do. All we can do is try to interpret the data that's on the chart. We have zero control over what happens next. Even if I tell y'all, this looks bullish, whatever, I have no control over what happens. If a negative catalyst comes out, if we get a bank collapse, an FTX situation again, or something like that, Coinbase collapse, Binance collapse, we toast. The price will fall, no matter what the chart says. So keep that in mind as well. A negative catalyst can come throw off this entire analysis. So Adam says, is it possible to see a 1 cent Shib? It's absolutely possible. Now, could it take a long time? Yes, it could take a long time. How long? It depends on how many tokens we burn. If we burn a lot of tokens, then the time frame becomes shorter. But if it's hard to burn a lot of tokens, then it's going to take longer. Wayne says, how is there only 7 likes? I know we ain't only got 7 likes on the stream now. Y'all got to run those likes up, man. Come on, man. We got 85 people in the stream. Hit that like button. Run those likes up for me, man. I'm trying to get y'all some valuable information. Even if you're new to crypto and you don't understand how this is all important, trust me, it is. As you move further on your journey, you'll start to recognize, like, man, I appreciate that stuff DecemberDeMarco was trying to, show me. Shout out to Crypto Surfer says Shib. Drew Barton says, interesting to see if Elon Musk attends after all the speculation that he is Ryoshi and if he sends a percentage of Shib to burn wallets. I definitely am bullish on Elon attending this conference, man. I think it is the type of conference we can see Elon Musk at. And I got a super bombshell. So y'all want to stay tuned into this live stream, because we're going to drop something, that y'all might not have known. You might have known already, if you found out, but I'm sure a majority of people don't know this. So PD Pure said, bad idea is my third baby. Okay, that's what's up. It's pumping today too, right against the grain. Essence says, I'm thinking about getting into bad idea or pause on, waiting for a pullback for bad idea though. I like that. I like that smart thinking, determining where your entry is. Remember, y'all, I like to let the prices come to me. I don't like to chase the prices. You let the price come to you. If you just, of course, if it's at a fair, decent price where you think it is already, then yeah, you can establish a little bag, but don't just go buying it market rate just because you see it at that moment. Determine do a little technical analysis, determine what's likely to happen, and let it pull back to you. What happens is most people see the chart pumping, they see it pumping, and they buy in at the top, and then the chart starts to dump. And then now they think the project is a scam because they bought the absolute top of the project. Imagine if, somebody heard all the good news on Shiba Inu and they're brand new and they just bought in right at this point right here at 1053 points per coin when we deleted that zero, and then they see this happening right here. That's going to make them a little salty. So understand what you're doing so that way you can know, once it started to enter this area, there was likely to see some selling pressure, and it was likely to, be rejected off of this area and start to retrace. And then you could determine, okay, where do I think it will pull back at? Where do I think it'll find support? It looks like around that 875 range. I'll probably set my entry a few points higher than that just to make sure I get filled, something like that, or whatever your strategy is. But that's just one way to look at it. But good idea waiting for that pullback. Essence Styles by Stella says, I'm trying a little bad idea. That's what's up. I like that project. William Gibbons says 6,000 in Shiba Inu waiting for the release of Shibarium. Okay, let me know, did y'all see that? Did y'all check out my Elmo video? Let me know in the comment section or in the chat right now, did you check out my Elmo video and what y'all thought about that project? Car Guy says, all the people watching, why not at least like your boy's video? Come on, y'all. Show me some love, man. I'm here each and every day trying to get y'all some news you could use. Styles says, Shiba Inu to the moon. Salute. Yerma says, hello, sir, and everyone. Appreciate you pulling up on it. Shout out to Eddie. Said, I only have 425 million Shiba. Been buying over time. Okay, that's all that matters. As long as you, doing what you can. Yerma said, like and subscribe, y'all. Petey said, my brother with the great info. Appreciate that, Petey. George says, sup, DD, team Shibarium. In about a week, drop a like. Let them know you're here. Appreciate that, George. Styles says, Shib is moving perfectly. Salute. P says, 73 people and only 41 likes. Come on, family. Stop. Watch. Come on, man. Show some love, man. We should have, at least a good, like 90% like ratio. It's not like I'm just, over here talking about some, some BS. We talking about some real stuff that, really helps our financial future. You know what I'm saying? And you got to remember, a lot of people too don't have the time to do this research. So some of these videos, kind of, really helps a lot of people. If y'all didn't, I'm sure some of y'all know that, but it really helps a lot of people more than, others. So keep that in mind as well. We're really doing the community, a service. So Yerma says, everyone please like and share. Run those likes up, y'all. Eddie says, just smash it. Jeremy says, great explanation. Eric says, always rocking with this information. It's always good covering the material and learning more. Appreciate that, Eric. Straw Hat says, hell yeah, we do. Appreciate that. Essence says, I love the TA breakdown. I'm learning something. Okay, I appreciate that, Essence. Eddie says, Shib, Army for life. Eric said, learn my TA from December. I'm glad I can help with that. Yerma says, yes, I appreciate you, sir. Appreciate that. Jordan says, if you're a new investor of Shiba is at the 875 range, the right buying price. That will be a key support area to buy. You can't always say it's the right price, but no one could be mad at you for buying along a key support area because that could be the pullback. Now, let's say it continues this bullish momentum that we're seeing and it takes off from there. You're going to wish that, you did buy along that area because that is a key support level and it did pull back to that range. So no, you wouldn't be wrong for buying it at that level, but I can't tell you to buy it at that level if you understand what I mean. So Byron by Thomas says, what's up, my guy? Finally caught you live. You're a legend, man. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up on this. Shout out to the Vote Army as well. I see you with the VDSC over there. Christian says, when will Shiba Inu stop being a meme coin? Will Shibarium help, or do we need something else? To keep it real, I think Shiba Inu will always be a meme coin. Of course, it's shedding some of that meme coin stigma, but at heart, I don't think it's bad that Shiba Inu is considered a meme coin. That's where we started from. That's our roots. Now we're much more than just a meme coin, but I don't think we should shake that completely because meme coins, kind of have that community aspect. Take a look at Shiba Inu as far as its social, engagement, its social interaction score, super, through the roof right now. We are ranked number one when it comes to social interaction score and, chart, basically, how the project is actually doing by, volume and, holders and whatnot. So we want to have that meme coin aspect because that gives us more content to share. Being a meme coin has like some form of social currency to it. It doesn't just affect the price all the time, but it does give the community hope. It gives the community excited. It gets the community involved. It spreads awareness. Those are things that, sometimes, money can't buy it, but, it's good to have it as a meme coin. That's what I'm trying to say. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Jordan said XLM. Okay, we'll be covering some XLM. I'll get some XLM videos up, XRP2. Kirk says, good evening, Shiba Inu Army family. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up, Kirk. Rodney says 50% retracement. Quintessential said, thanks, brother, for the live streams. You're welcome, bro. Steve says, of course, I'm rocking with you, DD. Appreciate that. Style said, you got 50 likes. We need 30 more. Come on, y'all. Run those likes up. If you rocking with us, you rock with Shiba Inu truly, hit the like button. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't even have to move from where you are to hit the like button. You just scroll over to where it's at and click the like button for us. That will bring more awareness to one that will let YouTube know that y'all appreciate this type of content and that, you know, the content is valuable. And then YouTube is likely to recommend it to other viewers similar to us, and which we want that. We want people similar to us to find this because they'll be educated about Shiba Inu. And y'all know what comes next. So Bull says, what's good, December? Appreciate you pulling up, bro. Yerma says, like and share. Shout out to Shiba to the moon. Say what's popping, everyone. Uriel said, hey, what's up, my boy? I've been watching your videos and it's about time I subscribe. I appreciate that. Shout out to everybody that's watching me right now and hasn't subscribed yet. If you don't remember subscribing, take like 2 seconds and look around your screen and find the big red subscribe button and hit that subscribe button. And then after you do that, make sure you also punch that like button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Shout out to Steve, man. He said, what's poppin', DD, aka the general, man. We in here getting it in. We in the gym right now. Shout out to Nate True, voting it up. Eric says, I was looking at the Elmo a few weeks ago. Now you posted about it. I'll check it out after the live stream. Appreciate you, DeMarco. That's what's up. I'm glad you were able to, you know, see it on your radar again. Vote Army in the building. Shout out to AO said, is the Elmo project licensed for sure? So no, it's not licensed. The project name is Elmo ERC. And if you look at the characters, not actually Elmo's ugly Elmo. So, you know, I think they'll be fine in that aspect. And even if not, you know, it could be, you know, a shorter term play. Kirk says, I got some Elmo, some Shiba, some bone, and bad idea. Just going to sit and wait. Patience is a virtue. Salute. Shout out to Kirk, one of the real ones on the channel. Best said, man said only 425 million Shib. That's a lot of money. Eric said, hit that like button. Quintessential said, love the $10 Shiba millionaire. Yeah, that's facts. You know, with $10, you can grab 1 million Shiba Inu tokens. That's why a lot of people are attracted to meme coins and whatnot, because you can get so many for a little amount. Think about it. Before meme coins really hit the scene, you couldn't get, you know, millions of coins, you know, for a few dollars. You know, it would cost, you know, a decent amount. So, you know, meme coins really kind of changed the game with that. But shout out to SJA, said, what up, December? Appreciate you pulling up. PD says, I bought bad idea AI when December read an article about it 2 or 3 months ago at the time when the meme coins were going off. And you see what happened, you know, after that. It's why it's important to be subscribed and have notifications to the channel. PD, what percent are you up? You know, you don't got to tell us how much you got or nothing like that, but what percent are you up since we first talked about that video, that project on the channel? Yerma says, like and share. Thank you. Appreciate that. SJA said 2025, many Shiba Inu millionaires will be made, in my opinion. I agree with you. Those who can withstand it, you know, if it takes that long. If not, I'm not even worried about it because I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? I hope I can, you know, help as many people cross the finish line as possible. But, you know, I'm going to be there. I'm just letting y'all know that now. Eric says Shib is at the levels it was about 2 years ago, October right now. Fade tonight says, once we reach the 2025 parabolic bull run, it is more likely for Shiba Inu to be somewhere between 0.0001 to 0.001. Or is it more likely to take 2 market cycles? I think, you know, we could see potentially if everything, you know, if all the stars align, everything go right, I wouldn't be surprised to see a 0.0001. Maybe not the 0.001 just of yet. We might have to fight our way, you know, from that last zero. You know, that might take a little while, a whole year campaign or something like that. I don't know, but I can see this 0.001 happening. And of course, 0.001 can happen as well. I'm just saying, as far as everything that we see right now in the market, I'm more bullish on 0.0001 for sure by 2025. That's what I think. But remember, I could always be wrong. I do not have a crystal ball here. You know, a lot of people, you know, I remember being in Doge in the early days. And before that hit 1 cent, you know, it sounded absolutely crazy. This is before I was, you know, more bullish on meme coins and whatnot. It sounded crazy hearing people saying it would get to 1 cent, you know, seeing it for all those months, you know, for just down for, you know, close to, you know, a year, just being down, not doing anything. It was like, you know, nothing, this coin ain't going to do anything. But then eventually You know what happened. You know the dogecoin story. So, anything is possible. Bet says, if Doge can grow, Shib can too. Doge is a meme coin. Facts. George said, Didi, can you do a video on your predictions on where you think Vote can get to in a bull run? I just reached my goal of 1 billion. Not a big deal to some, but it is to me, and I love to know. I got you, bro. We might even squeeze out a Vote Inu video. It might not be this specific Vote video, but we might get a Vote Inu video out before the end of the night. So stay tuned for that. Make sure y'all got notifications on. Eric says, just put the tweet out for the live stream. Let's go, StockGoat Army. Appreciate that, bro. I got it posted in the private Facebook community. If you are here right now and you didn't know, we have our own private Facebook community. We have over 6,000 active investors in this group. It's called Private Stock Market Game. That group is absolutely free for you to join. So, go join the waiting room. Make sure you answer the questions so I know you're not a bot and you can get access. I will be opening up the doors soon. Also, follow me on Twitter at DecemberDeMarco, as well as Instagram at DecemberDeMarco. And please always remember, y'all, be aware of those scammers in the comment section pretending to be me, or just people saying they made 25,000 this week or 250,000 this week, 2 million this week. Just stay clear of all that stuff, y'all. But Peter said, remember, we was told bad idea is going to play a major role with Shibarium. Facts. Uriel said, good looking out for the shout out. You're welcome. Kieran says, in the UK, a major bank will be going cashless on, I think you mean cashless, on September 11th. The only way to rival the bank will be crypto when other banks follow suit. What do you mean they going cashless? That's interesting. Eric says, like and subscribe to the channel. It will change your investing life with insight and knowledge. I appreciate that, Eric. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you heard the man. Shout out to Corey35 said, what's up? You doing a book of the day anymore? I'm definitely going to do a book of the day. I'm about to bring my bookshelf in here soon. It's just big. I need another person to be able to, move it. But yeah, once I get the book set up, in here, we're going to be doing a book of the day and getting back into the flow how we used to get it in. Audie says, bone over 5 soon. I can see it. Cars and Crypto said, hey, everyone, sorry I'm late. Better late than never, bro. Appreciate you. Make sure you tap that like button as you, pull up. Shout out to Crypto Law said, vote family support Shiba. Absolutely. Steven said, what's up? Appreciate you pulling up on us, Steven. Kirk says, give this man his props and hit the like button and subscribe. Free information on cryptocurrency. It is absolutely free, 99. You don't have to pay anything for this information right here, y'all. Kieran says, a UK major bank, NatWest, will be moving towards cashless banking on September 11th. So the only way to have money without a bank will be crypto when the other banks follow suit. So I wonder how that's going to work out. He says, my price average is 8 zeros, 1649. Sheesh. Okay, nice. Nice. Aaron says 0.001 once Shibarium releases will be real nice. That will be nice, man. Trust me. Even though I'm trying to be realistic with some of these price targets because, even though we're bullish on Shiba Inu, we still are serious investors. It's not just a hype channel, where we just, everything to the moon every day, Shiba Inu going to $10, this is not that type of channel. I want to keep it real with y'all. I want to be realistic, and think about real price targets. Now, obviously, I'm not against any higher price target than what I say I think I see, because obviously my money is invested as well. It's more money for me if it does go higher. But I just want us to be realistic. Now, obviously, anything can happen. Yes, Shiba Inu can reach 1 cent, but y'all truly have to understand how hard of a goal that is, especially if we are not burning a lot of coins. We have to burn a lot of coins in order to make this happen. If we can get a 5 trillion a month, 5 trillion token a month burn, or 100 trillion tokens per year, then yeah, that goal just became a lot more achievable. And I think it's still achievable no matter what. It's just a matter of time before it does happen. Because remember, Shiba Inu is deflationary. You can't mint more of the tokens. So what's burned is burned. That's it. There's no tokens coming back. So every time there's a burn, the supply gets less and less and less. So that's bullish. Over time, as demand increases, less circulating supply, that increases the price. But over here, it's looking like, we're holding some strong support. Price likely wants to begin to turn around eventually. Now, it could fail. Remember, we threw up some trend lines in the support area where if it violated that area and along this trend here, this trend going here from mid-June, around June 15th, if we violate and step outside of this trend, that could be a bad sign. So price could play around in this area here. We want to respect these levels here. So it could dance all it wants to, all around this range. And, remember, give or take a little bit. But as long as it respects this area, cool. It could even, we wouldn't like to see it. We would not like it to. That could be pretty dangerous if it does drop below this area. But it could still even, continue that bullish momentum as long as it respects this trend line here. Notice how the price breaks out, or impulse correction, but it's always respecting this trend line. Impulse correction. Look at even the wicks come down to the trend line, and buyers are all lined up along this trend line right here. That's what this trend line means. People are ready to step in and buy right there. So you see impulse correction. Buyer stepped in right at the wick. Impulse correction. As we got closer, it traded a little sideways until it met up with the trend line. As soon as it hit the trend line, look what happened. Nice green candle came in. Impulse correction. Touched the trend line again. Nice green candle came in. Impulse rejected off of this resistance point here. Looking left in the chart for historic significance, we see some resistance in this area, and it was rejected off of this area, and it moved back towards this trend line here. It didn't touch it exactly, but it respected this area and continued to break out to the upside. That's because we had all that volume come in. Take a look at this candle right here. You see ridiculous volume coming in, pushing it all the way up before we retraced. And if you take a look, we throw up the Bollinger Bands, you can see the price was trading outside of our Bollinger Bands. Whenever the price starts to break outside of these Bollinger Bands, and this is on the day chart, so this is not just a little shifty Bollinger Band. This is a confident one. When the price starts to, so what these Bollinger Bands mean, it's like a channel. This means around 95% of the time, the price will trade within these bands. So you see this blue line up here at the top, this swiggly. You see the blue line down here at the bottom. These are the upper Bollinger Bands, and this is the lower Bollinger Bands. And then the yellow line we see in the middle is the mid Bollinger Band. So 95% of the time, the price will stay within this channel. Now, yeah, it can bounce around all through this channel, but we know once it breaks outside of this channel, it's likely to go the other way. So let's just say the price moving to the downside. Look at this wick right here. Notice how this wick hit the lower Bollinger Band. It wicked all the way down, or the candle hit the lower Bollinger Band, and it wicked all the way down here. And even so, when that happened, buyers bought it all the way back up, because that was basically for traders. That was a really good entry right here, whoever was able to catch it at that level, because they were able to catch this ride all the way back up and make some money instantly. And then you notice it traded right back in and respected these Bollinger Bands. It popped out, it got out of line for a moment, but it got right back in order, after a few candles, we're trading right back in this range. And that's what you want to pay attention to. So once we see it break outside of this range, we know that it's going to likely start to sell off. We don't know at which areas, but what we can do to try to determine is by looking left in the chart and seeing where we see, some traffic at, seeing where we see some resistance at. So you see right around this range, remember, give or take a little bit, I'm just throwing this line up there, but we could once we seen it break out of this upper Bollinger Band and seeing it super bullish, we can, try to determine where's the next target where it's likely to see selling pressure. We could see right in this area with some previous resistance. So we would have determined, once it hits here, it's outside of the upper Bollinger Band, meaning that 95% of the time it wants to respect this. So that means it's going to be pulling back into this range. And we can see that there's a resistance point up here. So we know that there's a lot of people with sale orders already waiting to go as soon as it hit this point. That's why it just created a wick. And as soon as it wicked up there, it didn't last for long. It right away started selling back down. And then you seen what happened right here. It continued to move back down until it started to respect the Bollinger Bands again. So that's what's happening. And then right now we're seeing it respect this support here, but a little fear can push it and violate this support. So if it does violate this line here, then it's likely going to move down to the next areas, but hopefully respect this. And now if we see it violate this trend line right here, we possibly pull it all the way back. We coming to get this liquidity over here in this area. So we can see, there was some smart money or some good lucky buyers that got in right here. If we violate this area, I think this will come in, or the price will fall all the way back to take these people out right here. It's called basically like liquidity hunting. The charts are going to look for areas where liquidity is resting at, that it hasn't been taken out yet, and then it could come scoop this whole thing up right here. So like a liquidity sweep. So or basically hitting people's stop losses and all that, taking people out of Shib, shaking them off. Imagine if you bought in right here and you see the price pull all the way back down, that might be a signal for some people to jump out. And that's what usually the prices like to do, especially if it's if it's bearish. That's usually when it's going to turn around after it takes out that liquidity and you see it. So if we look to the right, you see the price never moved down here again. It never sold down to this level to take out this liquidity area. So right now we know that liquidity is still sitting here in the chart. So that's one thing we got to watch out for as well. That's the worst thing. But as long as it respects this area, we should be good. But even if it does, you know, that happens, that's just giving buyers another chance to buy again down at these levels. And then we'll just have to fight and work our way back up. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me check the comments. Let me know. Let me know, am I making sense right now, y'all? I don't want to get too far ahead and, you know, and not be resonating. XO says we will be millionaires. Monero says she will reach 4 or is that 3 zeros and a 9 when Shibarium release in the next bull run. We might reach 1 cent. I hope so. Scott says, hello, love your info. When do you think she will rally and actually keep his gain instead of giving it all back in a couple of days? You want to definitely watch this stream and watch the last stream. You know, we've been talking about that, of what can play out. Shout out to Yerma says, good night, everybody. Appreciate you pulling up on us. Faye tonight said, I never considered Musk being Ryoshi and surprise burn at conference. That would be sick. Yeah, definitely would. But I don't believe Elon Musk is Ryoshi, y'all. Even when I dropped that video, I told y'all these are just the top 5 reasons people believe Elon is Ryoshi. Me personally, I say Elon is not Ryoshi. That's all I can say, y'all. I can't say too much. Fishing, their Bass says, if whales don't show up this weekend, she will drop lower to the 6th level. Love this content. It's possible. This is the area right here. So we're looking at some support around 654 range. Sometimes some people count the wicks. I usually like to use the real body of the candle because the wicks can be a little, you know, hyper sometimes. So I just like to, sometimes it depends on how I'm looking at the chart, you know, how I'm feeling too. Sometimes I will use the wicks to go off of, but for the most part, I use the candles or the real body, so the thick area of the candle, not the skinny line that's coming out, is considered the real body of the candle. The lines that come out are considered the wicks or the shadows. Some people measure from the shadows and the wicks. Some people just use the real body. I like to use the real body. But it's all up to you. There's no real right or wrong way. I done read so many books on it. One book says do it this way. One book says do it that way. So what I learned is just based on preference, actually. But Kieran says, sorry, same message on there a few times. Tong says, Shiba will go to the full pump. Crypto Pete says, what's up, DeMarco? So excited with Shib and loading up on Shib and Bone for a long time and still holding, man. Salute to Pete. Appreciate you pulling up on us. Glad you still holding, bro. Steven said, I'm ready for Shiba to go past all-time high. I'm ready too, man. That would be crazy. We wake up to see something like that. You know, one day, y'all, have you ever experienced it yet? Let me know this. Let me know real quick. Have y'all ever experienced one day waking up and Shiba Inu was through the roof and your portfolio was something crazy? Let me know, have y'all experienced that? Some of y'all might be newer investors, so y'all don't know what that feeling is like. But I want to know if you're around during those times when that happened. Let me know. Really let the people know. Drew says, even at 0.001, it's still going to be a nice little profit. That's what I'm trying to tell a lot of people. A lot of people think at 1 cent, you know, only is where you make money. You realize your bag is going to be growing before it even hits 1 cent. You might see some crazy money before it even hits 1 cent that makes you want to sell. Think about it. Think about it. If you've never seen $100,000 in your life, right? Or $250,000 in your life, you've never seen that at one time. And you see the price go to whatever, let's say 0.003. Or 0.0003. Let's say that happens, right? And you see $250,000 in your bag and you never seen that type of money before. You telling me you ain't gonna sell? And keep it real. Don't be in the comment section, you know, flexing. Keep it 1,000. Do not cap. You never seen $250,000, and at 0.00003, you see $250,000. It could be at whatever number. We can say at whatever number. If you seen that $250,000, you telling me you would still continue to wait to a penny to sell? I want to know what some of y'all gonna say, and I'm sure the people want to know as well. But just remember, you will make money along the way. This is why I recommend having multiple bags, so that way you can take some profits as you go. But Monkey Doodle said, until the devs raise the Shibarium fee up to at least a penny per transaction, no real significant burns will happen. $5 per transaction to burn 5 trillion a month. Transactions too. I get what you're saying, but not all the way. But I'm hoping that we have so much, you know, adoption of Shibarium, you know, that so many projects are building on top of Shibarium that burn does become significant. And even think of this: we got the new self-sovereign identity system coming out. Remember, Shiba Inu's team will have to create a wallet. If this is speculation, but they will have to create a wallet in order for users to use this. And imagine if they can get this on a world adoption level, where it's something similar to like Facebook's, you know, verification login system, or Google's login system where you can sign in with Google or sign in with Facebook. Imagine a Shiba Inu is the next big thing on, you can sign into all your websites and things like that using this self-sovereign identity through Shiba Inu. That would be crazy, and that would bring a whole nother level of transactions to the ecosystem that we aren't even accounting for. Imagine if governments and institutions start using this technology, and it was all created by the Shib team. That will be massive. So but I do agree with you, unless if the adoption is minimal and we only get a few projects building on top of Shibarium, then yes, that burn rate is going to be so low that it basically won't have an effect. So E. Harden says, what does leash play in the ecosystem? So leash is like an exclusivity token. You get access to like the NFTs, the clubs, the things of that sort. That's what leash does for you. Aaron says, and I also think leash was for the metaverse as well. It gave you some exclusivity in the metaverse. Aaron says, holding around 54 million Shib now, might get more later once I can afford to. Only buying what I can afford to lose. Smart man. That's the way you do it. No matter how much you buy it, no matter how big or small you think it is, you should not be buying more than you're willing to risk losing. That's unwise investing. Crypto P says, I've been buying what I can afford to lose. Now, that's fine. If you've been buying what you can afford to lose and over a period of time, that bag stacks up. I'm not saying you just got to be willing to lose that whole bag. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying only put in at a time what you can afford to risk losing. And even then, you should think about it. You don't want to overdo it either, because if something happened to your bag or, the project, dipped off, you might feel a little salty about, all the potential funds that you could have had, if you would have not invested. And I'm not talking about Shiba Inu, but this is just with any project in general. Shout out to Carlo pulling up on us. Said, what up, DeMarco? Appreciate you pulling up on us, bro. Monkey Doodle said the Shibarium fee would need to be $5 per transaction to burn 5 trillion per month. It's not going to happen. The Shibarium testnet fee is not even a penny. So how will you know how many transactions that is going to happen? So it's impossible to get this figure without knowing how many transactions we'll have. Madden says, just got off work. WSP, salute. Appreciate you pulling up on us, Madden. Glad you was able to catch the stream. MT says, to be honest, given after the release of Shibarium, I don't even mind if we coordinate with whales to do a large scheduled dump to lower the price / add zeros, then repurchase at an exponentially large amount. So y'all got to remember that there's some people who's willing to play the game. Some people are willing to, let that price really, they're happy to see that price fall all the way down because they get to buy even more at a cheaper price. This is what whales like to do. They like to see the price fall and fall and fall so they can scoop it up at a discount. MT says this would cause massive burns. Monkey Doodle says it's not in the devs' best interest to raise the fee. They don't care about Shib. Their bread isn't bone. Raising the burn fee will not happen. I'm not saying they will raise the fee, but I'm hoping that we just, attract a lot of transactions. Harlan, salute, pulling up on us. Erica says, I've got around 5 million, but I don't know what to do with it. I can't tell you what to do, buy, sell, or hold, but most people, they're looking to diamond hand, they're looking to hold on. You got to determine your price targets, how long you want to hold it, what's your reasons, your confidence in the project. A lot of those things can, play a part. Because I can't tell you to hold it for, a period of time because I'm more confident than the average Shib investor. So it's easy for me to say, yeah, hold it, or, do this, do that. But I don't want you to go off of what I'm saying. I want you to do what's best for you. Esther says it makes sense. Okay, appreciate that. Eric says, check this projector out December. It's called Hachi Project. Okay, you got to drop it on one of the comments, bro. Drop it in the comments of my last video. That way, when I check my comments, I'll see it. Kieran says, so not West is part of RBS, and they are setting deposits and withdrawal limits on cash in the UK. I also believe Australia are also working towards cashless. Sheesh, crazy. Just think about that, a bank with no cash. Wow. PD says, it was perfectly said on the TA. Okay, I appreciate that, PD. MT says contract has been renounced, so devs have no control over Shib anymore. Shib Army investors have control over the price. Bonifacio says, is it possible the price going to $1? Anything is possible with crypto, but you have to understand that it's far away. We need to focus on 1 cent way before we start thinking about $1. That's just facts. Now, of course, anything can happen. Realistically, nobody can say, because, when Bitcoin first came out, if you would have said one day Bitcoin would be $1,000, somebody probably would have slapped you. Like, what is wrong with you? You think Bitcoin? Because I remember my best friend told me about Bitcoin at 9 cents. There was no thought in my mind that Bitcoin would ever be $1,000, let alone not even $100. You know, so you got to remember, we never know what's possible. And remember, it took Bitcoin some years for it to happen. It took Dogecoin around 7-8 years to blossom. You know, so you got to, you got to really think about it. We never know what could happen. People said Doge would never hit 1 penny. I was in Doge when, people were still, doubtful that it would. I didn't even think it would hit a penny, just being honest. It was taking so long. I'm like, man, this ain't about to hit no penny. And let alone it went to what, like 75 cents? Crazy. Styles said, I'm looking forward to next spring for Shiba Inu. Salute to the Vote Army. PD says, if it fails, buy more. Eric says, I experienced a crazy portfolio with Dogecoin. I missed Shiba, but I saw the potential with Dogecoin. I'm back for the pros. Okay. Crypto P said, yes, I was around and didn't take any profits. It be like that sometimes. Harlan said, yes, in 2021, he seen that portfolio go up. Essence says, yes, I experienced it in 2021. Okay. Wayne's World said 20% cash out. Let's go. Christian says, yes, the previous bull run was great. Had R1000 went to R10,000. Now I have R10,000 waiting for R100,000. Have 62 million sheep. I'm pushing for 100 million and then holding long term till 2040, 2050. Okay, super bullish right there. Tom said, if I wake up one day and I saw the profit go crazy high, I would shout to the max. Hey, I'm telling you, it can happen, man. It really can happen. Styles says, I'm going to be pinching off that until it get to that penny. Okay. I'm gonna have to do a profit taking video. I see we just got a new member in the building, man. Shout out to whoever that was that just became a new channel member. Let me get down to the comments so I can find whoever that was. But shout out to Jeremy, says, yeah, August to November 2021. So y'all don't experience what that feeling is like. So we're not just dealing with straight beginners over here. Obviously, I know some of y'all are OGs to this, but I'm seeing more people than I expected said they actually experienced what that was like. So y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know I'm not just talking out the side of my neck. Then we could literally wake up one day and your portfolio is sitting at $1 million. Literally. It could be multiple depending on how much you got. Kirk says, when it comes, it's going to be massive. Eric says, Carlo and I see $250,000 and we didn't sell. We come back harder this time. We messed up, but we learned what to do after finding your channel and staying focused with it. Okay. I'm glad you was able to see something. Cars and Crypto said, I missed a 70K profit because I sold too soon. LOL. With Doge, actually. I sold right before it hit a cent. Made my profit, though, but wasn't ready to sell. Life call, though. It'd be like that sometimes, though. But at least it served its purpose. It served as an investment for you. That's what it's really about. Lord Shiba says, I held all the way through the last pop. This time around, I'm leaving rich. Hey, y'all already know what he's talking about. But, hey, this is why I always try to tell y'all, create multiple, and y'all got to understand, I have a hybrid strategy. I have a mixed strategy. I'm a long-term investor, but I'm also a trader. I'm a speculator. I'm someone who likes to get in, get out with some money, So you got to think there's multiple strategies you can have. You can have a hybrid strategy, but multiple bags will allow you to have different price targets where you can take profit from, or you can have a bag that you just play around with. You get some gains, you let it run, you take some profits, you wait for the retracement, wait for it to pull back. You can buy back in, get more coins for a cheaper price and keep playing that, as it goes. Now, you don't have to do that. But what I like to tell people, one thing for sure, especially if you're a new investor, and it's hard to say this because I don't want to mess anybody's, positions up or anything by, trying to tell you to do something. So I'm not telling you to do this, but, one thing I want you to think about is securing your principal investment. And on top of securing your principal investment, take a cherry off the top as well, just to reward yourself, just in case, because you never know what can happen. That way, let's say it runs, even if you plan on not taking any profit, not touching anything, at least, and please understand, I'm not saying you have to do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Just listen to me. Just hear me out. But what you can do is, remove that principal investment. Let's say you put into 1,000 into a project. Let's say you caught a 10x. It went up to 10,000. You pull out your initial 1,000. That way it's all house money after that. It's all free money after that. And then also take off a cherry off the top, because now you not only got your original investment back, but you also rewarded yourself with a nice little cherry, nice little bonus for even taking that risk. And then you can let the rest do what it do. That way you're, it's all house money. You clear, you're not losing nothing. Even if it did go all to zero after that, you still took out your principal investment. That just means your original investment plus a nice bonus for yourself for even taking that risk and being the wise investor you are. That's why. But do that make sense to y'all? Hopefully it does. Shout out to Los Kino said I'll sell half. Kieran says that's what makes a meal though, by not being tempted by big amounts straight away. So don't always go for that first 250K. I can, I'm not saying I agree or disagree. I just wanted to know what some of y'all would do. I just want to know what some of y'all would do, because I want people to understand that you're not always going to make it to whatever you think in your mind, that price target. If you saying everybody here that's saying I'm holding to 1 penny, I guarantee you probably only less than half hold to a penny, because y'all are going to see an amount of money so crazy that you're going to be like, man, I'm out. I already been in Shib 3 years. I'm out. Let me take my $500,000 and start a business. Let me take my, 800,000 and get a house and set something up for the kids, or most of y'all are going to start thinking like that before it gets to 1 cent, because the funds or the profit is going to be so crazy, especially if it's money you've never seen before. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tempting. And even at those levels, if you're somebody who's saying you don't want to take anything, I still would like I would like you to have a little something, to minimize a little risk. Now, you don't got to do this because I'm saying I would like you to, because obviously if it goes the opposite way, everybody's going to be mad at me. And I don't need nobody mad at me for saying that I told them to do something. So I'm never telling you to do something. Everything you do is on your own. But I would like to know that, let's say the project was about to, drop and start, selling off. I would like to know that you at least secured your principal investment and you at least got yourself a cherry on the top for even taking that risk. Even if the rest of the gains that you had, another 10,000 or 20,000, 50,000, whatever it is, even if those gains, you decided not to take profit on, actually disappear. Because I've seen a lot of people who held through the 2021 bull market and they didn't take any profits at all. And then when the bear market came in, they were distraught. They were in disbelief that they let so much money sit in front of their face and didn't even, take anything out from it. Now, if that's your strategy, that's perfectly fine. If your strategy is to just let it all sit and don't touch nothing, that's cool. But then do not be salty or sad about it when the next bear market comes around and you see, whatever gains you had down 90%. Do not be mad about it. Understand the risk that you are in long term, that you're not affected. That's like the Warren Buffett strategy. He doesn't care about the short term fluctuations. He don't care if, this year, it goes up, it goes parabolic. If he's holding it for a certain amount of time, that's how long he's going to hold it for. If he says he's holding it 10 years, his idea is to hold it for 10 years. Of course, things could change, throughout, other things, other variables. But for the most part, that's how he looks at it. And if that's how you look at it, that's perfectly fine. But just understand what you're doing and understand that it has the opportunity to pull back. And you could be, wishing that you probably would have took a little something off the top. Jeremy said profit stagger. PD said, remember this, we will have Bitcoin halving is still coming. 2 pumps. Keep that in mind. The Bitcoin halving is expected to take place between April and May 2024. That's going to be a wild time in crypto. Either leading up to it or right after it is going to be wild. Cars and Crypto says, but I have seen the coin I was holding for a year of nothing happened to all of a sudden make millionaires. So I know it's possible. Been in the space since 2018. Okay, that's what's up. Gary says, if it gets to 1 cent, I'm getting $1 million. If it gets to 0.001, I'm netting 550K. Let's go. Fighting says, if Shiba doesn't get a pump tomorrow, will it drop to the 7 level? It doesn't necessarily mean if it doesn't get a pump, it's going to drop. It could trade sideways and just stay within this range. And we could, it could eventually, trade back up a little bit, but, possibly not give us anything too much and trade around until it decides, when a market is basically indecisive, that means if we start trading sideways, let me see. Let's take a look right here. Notice in this area how the candles are trading sideways. This means the market is indecisive. They're unsure. They're in agreement with the price. They agree that the price should be at that level, but they're unsure on which direction it should break out to next. So when it's like that, when it's trading sideways, you just got to kind of be patient and wait. And right now we're getting this skinny doji candle form or this hammer candle forming. We're going to want to wait to, let a few more candles form to determine, what's likely to play out. Sometimes, even if you're looking at the chart, you can see something playing out, but you may still have to wait for confirmation. Confirmation could be a candle, closing above a certain point. It could be, breaking out of a certain point. It could be the one of the indicators, giving you a certain sign, breaking above a moving average or above a VWAP or, RSI, breaking into oversold territory, any of these things. But you want to wait for confirmation. You want to wait for something else to confirm that, yes, you're correct, that it's likely to move in this direction. Because remember, technical analysis only tells us what's likely to happen. It is not a crystal ball. It cannot tell us exactly what's going to happen because it can't take into account, news and all these other things. It can only react to news and negative things. So Faye says the Shibarium pump is just stage one, preparation for the Bitcoin halving. Be ready. P says leash is my Bitcoin. I like that. Laura says if Shibarium is confirmed, it still will take months to implement. It could cause a temporary spike. I'm not sure why you think it could take months to implement. I think they will be ready to go because they said the SSI or the self-sovereign identity implementation could take a few months, but they said Shibarium will be ready to go. Laura Shib says I'm a She billionaire. Styles says yes, She billionaire club. Gary says I'm a She millionaire. What I hold, that's what's up. Laura Shib says She army. And then salute, man. We got Nova Bob 62 in the building, becoming a channel member. Definitely appreciate that, Bob. You will now get access to members only live streams. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to get a members only live stream up tomorrow for my members. So we're gonna do something real special tomorrow. Matter of fact, yeah, we're gonna do something real special. I want to do a giveaway for my members tomorrow. We're gonna do a giveaway, a members only live stream where we do a giveaway for the members. So if you want to become a member to the channel, make sure you find that join button down below. And become a member. You get access to special perks and things like that. So salute to all my channel members. Also shout out to Nova Bob 62 for becoming one. Danny said, what's going on, DeMarco? Salute, appreciate you for pulling up, bro. We're just chopping up these Shib markets. Ryan says stack them bags while you can. Chad said just buy $1 of Shiba. Yeah, I watched the Bitcoin $1 video, been telling people and they think I'm joking. Hey, all you can do is try to tell them, man. They say you could take a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. Faye says, if you have 5 figures in your Shib bag and make good decisions throughout your journey, you'll be a millionaire in 1 to 2 market cycles max. Facts. That's what I believe. Now, not financial advice, but I believe that. Monkey Doodle says, Doge had Elon Musk. Musk has never mentioned Shiba Inu coin specifically. He has had Shiba dog he talks about. Yeah, true. But you know how the markets are. We connect dots real quick, especially when Elon talking. Elon can't say Shiba Inu without Shiba Inu going crazy. I don't care if he could be talking about anything Shiba Inu, it's gonna go crazy. That's just real. Think about it. When Elon Musk makes a tweet, 9 times out of 10, majority, some word from his tweet becomes a new pair. There are people that's just watching this man's Twitter page or his X now and looking for whatever tweet he makes, and they drop a token on it. I'm talking about probably multiple per day, whichever the last status he dropped. If it was a popular status, I guarantee you, if you could find a word in there that was popular or something like that, like if he said, I love eating chicken, you're going to start seeing chicken Inu, chicken coin, chicken token, chicken. That's just how, influential he is. But shout out to PD said, welcome home, Nova Bob. Eric says, welcome to the channel, Nova Bob. Nova Bob said, thanks. Appreciate you again, Nova Bob. Drew says, I have been buying Shiba for a year and then really worked on my portfolio when the market was low. My Shib looks very nice. That's what's up. I'm glad to see that. Essence says, welcome, Nova Bob 62. Chin Monkey says, hey, December, every time I wake up, I check to see your latest video. Much appreciated, man. Salute. I appreciate that, man. How many of y'all, how often do y'all check my channel? Let me know. How do y'all, rock with me on YouTube? Give me some insight to that. I've never been able to ask nobody that. How often do y'all check the channel? What do y'all think about it when y'all, see one of the videos or something? Is this something that you just watch when you randomly see it? Or is this something that you pulling up to mandatory every day? You checking to see what's on the channel? Or do you only watch what comes in your notifications or pops up in the browse feed? Let me know, how do y'all, end up pulling up on me? But I appreciate that, Chin Monkey. Tim says, treat Shib like a 401k. Just keep buying every week. Man, it's the wrong thing to say, but I like to look at some of this investing stuff, especially with some of these risky coins like Shiba Inu and all this other volatile stuff we invest in, like high yield savings accounts. Because I'm bullish on Shib for the future. I'm bullish on Inu for the future. So some of these projects, I'm not really worried about. I know in the short term they can get, beat up sometimes, but think about the future. Think about the utilities that were added. Think about, what the project is trying to do. And only then, you can probably become a little more confident where you're not really worried. Now, obviously, life can happen. You can end up having to sell some, doing whatever you have to do, and that's perfectly fine. But as long as you here in the long run, because remember, prices will always retrace. You'll always get opportunities to get a better entry than what you see. So just keep that in mind. It's a journey. It's not a quick, one action thing. This is a whole process. Eric said, it would be good if you do a video on percentages where it's smart to take profits and certain percentage gain points. I can do a general one, but it's kind of hard because everybody has different goals, you know. So, but I will make one based on my goals. Tim Sutton says Shib 1K. Fade Tonight says Shiba 1K facts. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, basically like the 401k. I see what you mean. Shout out to Long. He said, I want everyone to get rich. My brother donate to Children's Hospital. I'm all for giving back, man. I love the kids. Jeremy says, it feels like August 2021 right now, like when shibaswap launched. Connect the dots, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's feeling a little bull markety. It's feeling a little bull markety right now. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. It's feeling it's looking like Shiba clock right now. Let me get a hashtag Shiba clock in the chat, man. Nicodemus said, Gary, how did you do your math? Nova Bob 62 said, rinse and repeat. Tim Sutton said, I'm investing every week into my Shiba 1K. Good work. T Ray, salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Long said 1 billion shares strong. Nova Bob 62 said true. T Ray said holding 224 million sheep. Is that enough? Do what you can, bro. Do what you can. What's enough is enough for you. You know, I can't tell you what's enough. Imagine if I tried to tell you, no, bro, you need this amount. And then imagine the next 2-3 years, Shiba Inu, or we hit a whole bear market and Shiba Inu was down 99% or 90% or something. You know how you're going to be looking at me real crazy. So I can't tell you what's enough. Chad says macro scale looks like late October, November going back up. Crypto has 2 to 3 year wave. Shiba to the moon. Dennis said I'm still holding 1.1 billion and 5 metaverse lots. Let's go. Faye says everyone has different goals, but 1 billion sheep feels like a good spot to be in. SC125 said I'm Trump, get the Bugatti. Chad says when it goes to 1 cent, I'm selling 15%, then waiting for half or 50 cent or more. Okay. Tim said $50 a week plus puts millions of Shib into your Shiba 1Ks. Dennis said, man, I should have pulled the profit during the bull run in 2021. Now I would not make the same mistake again. Now, this is one thing y'all got to be careful. Hold on. Y'all got to hear me out. Y'all got to be real careful to make sure this does not happen to you. You don't want, you know, because you might have not took profits during the 2021 bull market to, you know, you want to learn from it, but don't make it, you know, allow you to start reacting emotionally. Because let's say this next bull run, you end up thinking, you know, like, I'm not going to get caught with what I did last time. I'm going to sell, and you dump your position. And then let's just say the bull market extends for another year. You're going to be looking crazy. So you got to be real strategic. You know, that's why I recommend having multiple bags. So that way you can use different strategies, you know, in case, you know, one thing happens or the next thing happens, you'll be able to, you know, move a little freely and won't have to worry too much about, you know, did I make the wrong decision? You know, because that way, if you sold one bag at that level, when the next bull market happens, then let's say, you know, the market pulls back, you just be happy, like, hey, I made some profits, I sold. But let's say, you know, you end up selling everything and it continues, you might be feeling, you know, a little regret, you know, a little cognitive dissonance. So you might want to keep that in mind, man. I understand, but never become emotional behind certain things you did. If you made a mistake or something that you wish you wouldn't have did, just learn from it and make a strategy. Make sure you have a strategy, and that's how you move forward. Chad says Shiba 1Ks. LOL. I like that. I like that one too. Ryan says when it feels it's going to the moon, time to sell. You can use indicators. Remember, we talked about looking at our Bollinger Bands. This is how you know. We look at our Bollinger Bands to know. We try to identify areas in the chart where sellers are likely to sell or where there's already selling pressure. So once it breaks outside Bollinger Bands, we know. If it's super bullish, the candle is, you know, this confident, and it's likely to continue, but we look for a resistance point or a previous support or something where we, you know, we might see resistance. And, you know, those could be areas that you could target to sell, but that just depends on your plan. If you're a trader, you know, if you're a long-term holder, then you don't got to worry about it at different levels. You just hold it. But if you're a trader, speculator, someone who wants to, you know, buy the dips and sell the rips, then you got to be paying attention to information like this. So Chad said, I only got 18 million XRP to 500. Art by Mackerson said, hell no, I'll take 250K. Art says it will never get to 1 cent. See, we got to take profits. See, we got some people who ain't playing that 1 cent game. As soon as they see something nice, they see a juicy stake in their portfolio, it's gone. Kirk says, I would take residuals to get by until it reaches the peak. Well, what's the peak? Who knows what the peak could be? Kieran says, I'm new to trading in general, so long-term investments to start with. So I only have what I'm willing to lose in there. So that's why for me, it's easy to hold. That's what's up. When you only put in what you're willing to risk losing, it takes a lot of the psychological, war or torment and the emotional distress out of it, because you only have in there what you're willing to lose. If you got, the mortgage money, the emergency money, the kids' college funds, if you got, all that in there, you're going to be stressed out. Long says, when it hits, going to buy the best in Vegas. We're invested. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up on us, bros. We're invested. Said just pulled up. I believe bro still got his channel going on. Make sure y'all go show some love to his channel as well. If y'all already haven't, give him some support over there. Chad says 10 years at 60 trillion burn per year. I'm not sure, $1. 10 years at 60 trillion burn per year equals $1. I think that's what you meant. Nova Bob 62 says started investing when Shib in August 2020 got in at 0.123472. Over time, my wallet holds 1.2 billion. Good work. Okay, we got another channel member in the building, man. Salute to Christian. Appreciate you becoming a channel member. You will be able to have access to tomorrow's members only live stream. Remember, I'm gonna do 2 live streams. I'm gonna do one for the community, everybody that's just rocking with me on the channel, but then I got to do something exclusive for my channel members as well. So I'm not sure how we might do that. We might do it after the main live stream. We might jump right back up to a members only live stream. I think that's how we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna do a giveaway for my members on the live stream tomorrow. So if you want to become a channel member, you want access to this giveaway, become a channel member now. Find the button. I'm not sure where the button is on the screen. If somebody in the chat can let people know where the join membership button is on the screen, let them know in the chat section. I definitely would appreciate that. And let me get a like check on the video, man. How many likes we sitting at? We got 150 people in the building. I hope them likes is looking right, man. I hope them likes is looking real respectable. Y'all know we should be at about a 90% rate. We should have about 135 likes on the video, y'all. But salute again to Christian becoming a channel member and all the future and past channel members as well. Nova Bob says, so true. P says, welcome home, Christian. Faye said, I'm sub to you with notifications on. Watch your channel every day. Okay, I appreciate that. Tim said, I will add to my Shib or 1K for 5 to 10 years. Let's go. Nova Bob 62 said 2 times per day feeds. Okay. Junkyard Dog 47 said every day. Okay, we got some real ones in the building. Drew Barton said I have you on notifications and watch any I haven't missed. That's a real one right there. He said he watching any of them that he has missed. He got the notifications on, but just in case he missed something, he's still he's spinning the block back on the other videos, man. That's what I'm talking about. Essence said I'm always checking it. I'm motivated to be wealthy. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna see you at the top, Essence. I already know it. Christian says every day, multiple videos. Make sure to watch every single video. I like that. Laura says, no shiz, I've been with your channel for 2 years at least. I appreciate that, Laura. Shiba, we got a lot of real ones, man. Some of y'all like family at this point. I ain't even gonna lie. Some of y'all been rocking with me for, a minute. PD says, I look every day, bro, on the channel. Okay, I appreciate that, PD. So bro actually goes to the channel to make sure, he's catching everything. Tenerity says, notification bell on. Okay, salute. Appreciate that, Tenerity. Eric says, I check your channel daily. Morning time, I listen on the way to work. I check your channel daily, especially at night. Due to our time difference, you never know when you're going to drop some fire. Hey, salute to Eric, man. I appreciate that. Jacob says, and shout out to everybody out there working hard right now. They still, going to work every day, 5 days a week, whatever amount of days a week, getting it in and still, trying to focus on their financial futures and still putting that grind in to learn about investing. Because most people, once they're done with work and they do that 40 hours a week, they done. They're not putting in no extra work. That's it. They got what they got. They getting what they get. That's it. They're not trying to, move forward and really increase their knowledge so that way they can have more opportunities. So shout out to y'all that's doing that. I like to consider this as time in the gym. Obviously it's not the actual gym, but the mental gym, investment gym, whatever we want to call it, we getting we putting in that work. But Jacob said been holding for 3 years plus stacking sats. The next halving cycle, my wife and I are retiring. That's what I'm talking about. So he doing it for the fam. Kieran says, I've been watching for about 8 months trying to learn from you. I've had some good lessons from you already. So thank you for all your efforts. Salute, man. Appreciate you, Kieran, for rocking with me. Stephen says, I do a lot. Okay. Appreciate that. Nova Bob said, once it goes 3X, I will take out only what I invested. Okay. Ryan Daniel says, you pop up on my main feed when there's a new video. Been watching since the last bull market. What's made you decide YouTube? I think you're asking what made me do YouTube. So if you don't know, we have our own private investment community on Facebook. So before, I was doing the YouTube videos, I had a private investment community on Facebook where we teach stocks, crypto, different things. The same things kind of what we talk about on the channel, but it was more in status format. I would post screenshot statuses, we would trade options live, things like that. And the group started to grow to the point where, it started right now it's at 6,000 people, but it grew to a point where so many people were asking, how do you do this? How do you do that? And instead of having to basically show each person over and over or, communicate with each person over and over, I decided to start creating video formats. That way I could, like for instance, when shibainu was really popular, a lot of people kept asking me, I was already in Shib, but people kept asking me, how do you buy Shib? How do you buy Shib? How do you buy Shib? I don't know how to buy it. So I made a video on it and, put that video out. I made videos on how to buy options, put those videos out, so that made me, really, I was doing it for my community on Facebook. That's what truly made me, start putting those videos up there. But I just used YouTube as the medium to upload the video, so that way it can be, kind of public for anybody on the internet. But y'all see where, it went after that. But a lot of people just started rocking with me from the internet outside of just, along my Facebook group as well. So it was like, okay, why only do it in the, group when we got, a lot of people on the internet who want this information as well. So shout out to Dunce Boy. Appreciate you rocking with us. Dannon says Shiba clock, salute. Essen says Shiba clock. Eric says Shiba clock. Christian says Shiba clock. Y'all know what time it is, man. Junkyard said August 20, 2023 at 5:37 a.m. Expect 0.0024. Okay, somebody remember this. He said August 20th at 5:37 a.m. Expect 0.0024. I wouldn't be mad at you if that happened, bro. Haven Peck said I got more Shibs than a Chinese phone book. Salute. Drew said 500 million Shib and rising. Good work. Sell more FUD in the building. Shib will moon, just not anytime soon. Be patient. Maybe next year, just saying. Salute. So he's trying to give y'all some perspective, just be patient. Even if you don't see it go crazy, don't let that deter or, sway your confidence. Gary says, I have 54 million coins. If it gets to 1 cent with taxes for selling, I will get 520K. Okay, nice. Stephen says, I saw your video about Shiba. Okay, good work. Glad you found that. Peace, Shiba clock. One life, no regrets. Vote Inu and Shiba Inu to the moon. Junkyard said 834 million. Jordan says, guys, is the Shib launch seriously in 9 days in Toronto? We speculate on that. We speculate Shibarium will launch in 9 days at Blockchain Futures Conference in Toronto. Yes. And also, speaking of that, we got something else to talk about, y'all. We're going to get over to that in 1 second. But, I like to show love to my chat, man. I really like the live streams. For me, the best part is being able to engage and actually talk back with y'all. Like, yeah, I see a lot of y'all that comment on the videos and I respond, but being able to talk with y'all live is, it's a little different. I like that sauce a little bit better. Dare says 9 days. We ready for history. Antonio says, great video on Elmo and thanks for covering this. You're welcome. I'm glad you checked that out. Let me know if y'all like that Elmo project. Gary says, Changely is predicting Shiba to hit 9 cents when Shibarium launches. I nearly fell out my chair laughing while reading that. I don't know. I don't think 9 cents happening, man, at the release of Shibarium. Now, anything could happen. Let's say the team surprises us and just goes crazy and say, y'all know what? Y'all didn't even know all this time we done collected, 300 million, $500 million, from, all this stuff we've been doing in the ecosystem. And we now plan to burn this whole $500 million worth of Shiba Inu token or $1 billion worth of Shiba Inu token. Now that can be absolutely massive for us. That would be crazy. Now something, that would generate some hype that, nobody expects. I hope the team is listening and they do something crazy like that. That would be crazy. But AO says, oh, so you saying it's a such thing as a 2-year bull run? Yeah, the bull run can last, however, we can't, determine how long it can really last. It can last for a few months. It can last for a year or more. It just depends on, macroeconomic conditions. Gary says, bro, bring your mic a little closer. But y'all can't hear me in here, man. What's going on? Turn your headphones up, bro. Salute to PD. Nicodemus said, do you times your amount? Let's say 54 million times 0.001 to find out what you will make. Exactly. That's how you do it. Harlan says, I'll macro trade using stochastic RSI. Okay. Gary says, whatever you hold, take that and multiply by the price point you think you will cash out at. Exactly. So however many tokens if you want to know how much money you can make, take the amount of tokens that you are holding right now, think about the price you want to sell it at, and just multiply it by that number. So if you have 10 tokens and you plan to sell it at $5, 10 times 5, that gives you your number. Nicodemus said, I got 248 million and want to find out what I would have at 0.001. So all you have to do is multiply those numbers right there. So Gary says, if you have 540 million like I do, and you want to cash out at 0.001, then you will get, wait, let me see how many this is. So 54 million. So if you have 54 million tokens, he says, and you want to cash out at 0.001, then you will get 54,000, 52,000 after sale taxes. Salute to Treeline in the building. Essen says, welcome Christian to the channel. Gary says the join is next to the sub button. Okay, so the join, if you want to become a channel member, is right next to the subscribe button. So if you know where the subscription button will be at, then you can click the join button and you get access to members only live stream. You'll get access to members only giveaways and things like that. And I'm really finna turn up for my members for real, because y'all really be showing out for me. So y'all just get ready. Treeline said, rip and dip, baby. Dunn says, I appreciate you, man. Gotta run. Hodl, appreciate you pulling up. Faye says, I agree with that. 0.001 is a nice price target. Cars and Crypto said, people pressing them likes now. Appreciate that. Okay, 131 likes. There we go. Appreciate that. Let's get it up. We still need about 4 more likes to be, at our 90%. We got to keep those likes up at 90%. I need my moderators, those my members, all y'all to be making sure our like ratio around 90%. Jamal says, are you doing videos on pancakeswap? We might can get one if the community pulls up and really wants one. Danny says, bro, I've been with DeMarco for 2 years. You have the best technical analysis. Appreciate that. Faye says, full-time school, full-time work, full-time investor. That's what I'm talking about. He didn't say part-time. He didn't say, I try to do what I can when I can. No, full-time, head down, rhinoceros mode. Sometimes y'all got to learn how to get into that rhino mode. You got to be able to put your head down and just charge straight forward until you get it done. And don't look up until it's done. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's just how it is. Laura says, just sub. This channel is kicking game with a capital G, man. Salute. Shout out to Laura Drip in the building. Shout out to Adam as well, pulling up on us. Appreciate you. Kirk says, the book club is a good thing. I learned some things off of it, bro. Thank you. Your content is excellent. Everybody hit the subscribe, hit the like button, and then share the videos. That's how we break out for sure. Let me know. Give me a poll real quick, or a tally real quick, if y'all are interested in me bringing back the book of the day. So what we used to do on the channel, we would talk about different books, as they relevant books, books that are in alignment with what we're working on over here. And we'll talk about it, just introduce it to y'all, get y'all, minds thinking about different books to read. And we also would take some books and really break them down, sit there, do live streams live. Some of my subscribers also ordered the books themselves, and we would really get it in on live, going over these books together. If y'all really want to get it in, if y'all like that type of stuff, let me know, because I ain't gonna lie. We had a few core people that was rocking with it, but it wasn't as many views as we would get on a normal video. So, I didn't know if people really was feeling it like that. But we could definitely bring it back. Green Thanos says, for real, Shibarium will be out in 9 days. I believe so. Aztec says, does shibainu still have the Visa card? Which Visa card are you talking about, bro? I'm not sure what you mean. PD says 40 hours. I do 60 hours a week. One day I will buy my 3rd house this cycle, man. Salute. Let's go. Shout out to PD. GS says, sell mode. Toasting to you. Cheers. The real Av said, what's up, bro? DecemberDeMarco, salute. Vote Army in the building. LFV, let's go. GS says, Shib Army don't sleep. XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, not financial advice. Selmo Fuzz said, GS those dinars, about to make a move with it. Shout out to Crypto Kim Dawg, said, what up, brother? Appreciate you putting up on us. Kieran says, you being so engaged with the live chat makes it feel more like a community over other channels. That's what I like to do. We really are a community over here. I'm really familiar with some of y'all. I hope y'all know that. Like, I recognize a lot of y'all from the comment sections of the videos, So yeah, it's definitely a community over here. Green Thanos says, it's bad. The bull market isn't that long compared to the bear market. True. Juice says, I'm buying a diamond chain for my dog and 20 acres. I'm just saying. Salute. Whatever you decide to do with your money, man, that's on you. Caleb says long term, hopefully by 2035, we're millionaires. I think way before that, y'all gonna see that, y'all. Cozy says, what is your name on Facebook? I want to join your group. It's called Private Stock Market Game. Gary Graham said, what's the deal? Salute. Appreciate you pulling up on us, Gary. Shibainu is the gang. You got 144 now. Okay, appreciate that, Gary. Thank you for keeping me updated. 148. Ryan says, thank you. Appreciate what you do. Work the 9 to 5 to pay the bills and feed the fam. Hustle by buying, fixing, and selling cars and using that to stack up. And you got to do what you got to do. And one day it will pay off, man. I like to hear those stories like that. People who, real people who really got stuff going on, really trying to take the time to become better informed investors. That's what it's about, and it does pay off. You just have to keep going until it does, until you see that time come. As long as you're being wise, doing what you got to do, eventually you will see it pay off like something you've never seen before. Shout out to Gary keeping us updated on the likes at 151. John says, yeah, bring it back, dude. Okay. Juke said, bring the books. Okay. Ryan said, thank you. Appreciate what you do. Okay, we seen that. We seen that one. PD said, of course, bring the books back. All right, man. And I don't want to hear nothing when I pull up with the books. When I pull up with the books, man, I don't want to hear you couldn't make it to class. Crypto says, I'm just messing with y'all though, but Crypto Kimdall said, I've got a plot of land I'm just waiting to build on. Okay. John said there's 2 Shiba Inu dogs and a coin, and neither require Visa. Edgar says, what price predictions in 2 weeks? It's hard to say, man. Hard to say. I threw out my Shibarium price target, 0.40 and 3. Chris Uline says, how long should I hold 1 billion Shib? I can't tell you that, bro. I can't. It depends on your price target. It depends on how long you're willing to hold, how much money you want to make. Fishing says, is Shiba about to break up right now? So you notice we got that green, that remember that hammered candle? Remember when I told y'all that signals that we're hammering at the bottom? You see that candle done turn green now, y'all. So I don't know. I don't know yet. We do got a little green volume coming in, but I'd like to see a lot more. Really, we start seeing a lot of movement, in the early hours when everybody's asleep. That's because the market makers know most people are asleep, so they're going to miss out on those movements. So, you got to be paying attention sometimes. Sometimes I might jump out, 3 a.m. if I see something real crazy, 4 a.m., and drop a video on y'all. Where investor said, no cap, I work 80 hours a week. And if y'all know me, y'all know it's true. I sacrifice for my financial future, man. Salute. We got a real one in the building. And bro ain't lying. He ain't lying. Ray says, keep doing your thing. My brother, appreciate you, Ray. Salute for pulling up. Green Thanos said, bro, I'm from the Philippines, so our ancestors are black. Hey, you know about the culture, Faye says, based on tech analysis, 0.0003 is still possible before Shibarium release. Is it possible before? I think we could lead up to that price, getting closer towards Shibir. Aztec 355 said, maybe I'm seeing things. I thought there was a prepaid Shiba card. I'm not sure. It's not from the Shib team, I don't think. Nova Bob 62 said, I also invested in Bone. Good work. Haven Peck said, I like books, but I drink a little. ASAP Mason said, I see GT 500 in my future. Let's go. Peter said, remember, bro, I'm out here driving a truck, so I'm down with the books. Okay. I do got to remember that. Bro. Juke said 40 hours is a part-time job. Destructive Goggle said 574. I'm not sure what 574 what. Okay, but let's take this out. We got the next topic that we got to talk about, man. We see Shib right now. We're keeping an eye on it. We talked about some technicals. Make sure y'all share the stream. Make sure y'all like the stream if you already haven't. And definitely make sure you subscribe to the channel. So market cap still flat, not doing anything in that area. Let's see what we got over here. So let's take a look at this. So we got Watcher Guru. We'll start off where we left off yesterday. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are supposedly going to fight at the Coliseum. We did a poll on the channel yesterday and said, who do y'all think will win? And I'm not gonna lie, the audience, most people said they think Elon got it. Me personally, I said I think Mark Zuckerberg got it. He's actually a trained fighter, and when it comes to jiu-jitsu, he's actually won a few competitions before. I think won a few medals. I don't think Elon got that. He chopped it up with aliens and stuff like that, but I don't think he's learning, any combat skills from these aliens. So, I don't know if that's gonna help him. Now, Elon is bigger in size, so it depends on the type of combat that they do. If it's grappling, I think Mark got it. If they stand up, I don't know. I haven't seen any one of their hand game yet to be able to let y'all know, realistically. But if I had to put my money on somebody, I would say Mark Zuckerberg, even though I'm more bullish on Elon overall. But they both too, genius individuals, added a lot of value to, our everyday lives of what we use now. So, I don't care who wins. I just think it's dope to see two CEOs on that level, willing to get in there and, fight it out. But presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy, hope I said that right. If I did, my bad, says he will fire 90% of Federal Reserve staff if elected in 2024. Oh, yeah, I forgot to ask y'all, who do y'all think will win between Elon and Mark Zuckerberg? But I'm not sure who this candidate is. Yeah, see, he ain't winning talking like that. The Fed don't play. The Fed don't play. If y'all know them Fed ties, them Rothschild ties, they go deep. I ain't gonna get into too much of that though, but PayPal PYUSD stablecoin backed by various cash equivalents. Let's take a look at this. So PayPal PYUSD stablecoin backed by various cash equivalents. One of the largest payment companies on the planet has officially revealed its very own stablecoin. Indeed, PayPal has announced the PYUSD stablecoin, which will be backed by US dollar deposits, short-term treasury bills, and other cash equivalents. The dollar-pegged asset was announced today, marking another clear step into the digital asset sector from the payment company. Moreover, a combination of cash equivalents will be backing the digital assets, meaning they will have something equal to cash that is behind the cryptocurrency. So they're not just minting worthless cryptocurrency. Each dollar essentially, or stablecoin dollar, is going to have equal amount of dollar behind it. So moreover, a combination of cash equivalents will be backing the digital assets, rounding out the overall image of the stablecoin and its price on the market. So here's another tweet just in. PayPal stablecoin is backed by US dollar deposits, short-term treasury bills, and cash equivalents. So that can mean, anything, bonds, the types of things like that, anything that's basically considered a cash equivalent. So PayPal unveils the PYUSD stablecoin. In a rather important move for the industry, PayPal has officially revealed its PYUSD stablecoin. Indeed, the digital asset is a dollar peg stablecoin that should present renewed competition in the sector. The company announced the fully backed regulated stablecoin. They regulated? I didn't know they were regulated. While speaking on its vast potential. Additionally, the company noted the dollar-denominated stablecoin various aspects, including what it is backed by. Specifically, PayPal announced that its PYUSD stablecoin was backed by US dollar deposits, short-term treasury bills, and other cash equivalents. Subsequently, the company ensured the stablecoin's one-to-one status with the US dollar. The stablecoin is issued by Paxos Trust Company, according to the official press release. Additionally, the company states that PayPal customers will be able to transfer, send, use for purchases, or convert PayPal PYUSD in the next few weeks. The shift towards digital currencies requires a stable instrument that is both digitally native and easily connected to fiat currency like the US dollar, CEO Dan Schulman stated. Moreover, stating the company's commitment to responsible innovation and compliance as the bias for the development of the project. So interesting to see PayPal jump in the race right now. You're seeing a lot of, companies either developed blockchains or, their own stable coins right now. And it's interesting because the Shiba Inu ecosystem is working on both of them. So we have our own blockchain coming similar to what Coinbase's base is. And also we have our own stable coin coming similar to PayPal's PYUSD. Now, the Shiba Inu stable coin is speculated to be pegged to 1 cent. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure what it will be pegged to, if it'll be $1 or 1 cent, but that's what I heard so far. So, interesting to see though PayPal jump in this race. Let's see what else they had to say about it. So another thing that's important right now, you got U.S. congressmen call stablecoins a pillar of payment system. Ain't that interesting? Right at the same time PayPal launches theirs. Crazy. There's a lot of hand washing going on behind the scenes, just so y'all know. But U.S. Congressman Patrick McHenry has released a statement calling the stablecoin a pillar of our 21st century payment system. Specifically, McHenry stated that the arrival of PayPal's PYUSD is a clear signal of the overall potential of the asset in the modern world. The arrival of the US dollar-pegged asset is certainly a positive development for the market moving forward. Moreover, McHenry noted the arrival of the PYUSD as indicative of the promise of the asset, subsequently stating the need for a clear regulatory framework to support it. So new chairman Patrick McHenry releases a statement following the announcement of PayPal's payment stablecoin launch. Here's that statement right here. And it looks like he's a part of the Financial Services Committee as well. So that's interesting to see, you know, the right players, you know, being, the right people hearing and talking about, you know, what we need them to be talking about right now. So U.S. Congressman champions stablecoins importance. The entire digital sector was filled with excitement at the official arrival of PayPal's PYUSD stablecoin. Indeed, the asset was officially announced by the company, issued by Paxos, and backed by various cash equivalents. Now, reactions to the development are flowing in. Specifically, U.S. Congressman Patrick McHenry has called stablecoins a pillar of the modern payment system. Subsequently, the U.S. House Committee of Financial Services chairman released a statement discussing the arrival of the asset. The announcement is a clear signal that stablecoins, if issued under a clear regulatory framework, hold promise as a pillar of our 21st century payment system, McHenry stated. Clear regulations and robust consumer protections are essential to enabling stablecoins to achieve their full potential. Additionally, McHenry noted the importance of Congress' presence in developing these kinds of regulations. We are currently at a crossroads to keep America at the forefront of digital innovation. Think about that. That's an important thing for, the country right now. They're saying, a lot of other countries, people take the initiative to push forward while we're being, held behind, the lack of regulation. People just sitting out of the market because they don't know what they can do, what they can't do, and don't want to be, basically persecuted for it later. So McHenry remarked, Congress is making significant bipartisan progress on legislation to ensure the U.S. leads the financial system of the future. The digital asset industry has undoubtedly faced renewed regulatory pressure in the United States. However, PayPal's entry could mark an important moment in this evolution, with asset management firms like BlackRock and Fidelity also seeking entry. Traditional finance involvement could aid regulatory development for the industry as a whole. So think about that. Once we get BlackRock in the picture, with all the funds they manage, they got 10 trillion under management right now. Imagine if they put, a nice little 10% towards, crypto, or 20%, that's $1 to $2 trillion added to the cryptocurrency market cap overall, which is extremely bullish, y'all. So that's how you need to be looking at it. Let's see. Okay, so we covered the PayPal coin. So just in, presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says he will end corrupt government and corporate power designed to strip the middle class of their asset equity. Okay, we're going to turn it off because it got some music behind it. But where Americans are living on the precipice of desperation. In fact, the average income in this country is now $5,000, less than the basic cost of living, and 35% of Americans are not making enough money to pay for basic human needs. That means transportation, food, and housing. What that means is that they have to make impossible choices every day of their lives. American parents today all across our country are sitting in their living room and listening to a baby cry in the next room next door and having to wonder whether that baby is $30 sick or $200 sick or $500 sick before they bring them to a hospital. They're choosing between medicine and food and gasoline and rent. And in order to bridge that gap between their income and their needs, Americans are increasingly relying on their credit cards. We now have the greatest credit card debt in America's history. Credit card debt is $300 billion more than when President Trump took his oath in office, and the average interest rate on that credit card debt is around 22%. Sheesh. When the mafia does that, they call it loan sharking. When banks do it, they call it interest. If we're doing so well, then why is today that 57% of Americans could not put their hands on $1,000 in order to pay for an emergency? And for the first time in American history, most Americans, in fact, 2/3 of us believe that our children will be worse off than we are today. For most Americans, the American dream has turned into an American nightmare. And whatever graphs and data and statistics the government officials use to try to gaslight us into believing that everything's hunky-dory, reality is written across this country on the plywood that is boarding up all of these closed businesses, from Main Street to Union Square in San Francisco, and it's etched on the faces of the mothers and fathers who gather weekly at their kitchen tables to go through bills and try to figure out how in the world they're going to make their ends meet. And that kitchen table math seems a lot more reliable than the sunny economic projections than we're getting from our elected officials of both political parties in the White House. Because every American family knows in its bones that these tales of booming economy don't add up. The last two administrations, like several of the administrations that preceded them, have continued to adopt policies that favor Wall Street and tech billionaires and military contractors over the American middle class. Those interests are strip mining America of its equity, of its wealth, of its salaries, and ultimately of our democracy. And both President Trump and President Biden are now running for re-election based upon these economic choices. And what that means is if that either of them get elected, you can expect more of the same. We seem to have plenty of money for all the bank bailouts and the foreign wars, but food stamps for ordinary Americans are being cut by 90%, and teachers across the country are paying for school supplies out of their own pocket. I actually did see a couple of teachers that I actually know were saying they were paying for school supplies out of pocket. That's crazy. The countries are paying for school supplies out of their own pocket. It's time. Oh, my bad, y'all. It's time that Americans got a president who cared about their economy and not the war economy and the bank economy and finance economy and the Wall Street economy, and not the theoretical economy on charts and graphs. Over the coming weeks, I'll be releasing an economic plan that focuses on ending the corrupt merger between state and corporate power that has made 6 essential expenses unaffordable for most Americans. And those essential expenses are housing, food, childcare, utility bills, commuting to work, and getting the medical care that you need to survive. I want every American to know that you are not alone in this crisis. I want you to know that I'm going to be a president who's going to be thinking about solving your economic problems every day that I'm in the White House. The government created these problems, and you deserve a government that's going to solve them. Kennedy, 24. Sounded good, man. What y'all thought about that? What y'all thought about that so far? Let me get caught back up on the comments. Gary said Shiba do announces Shiba and Visa cards. Okay. My money's on Zucker. I hope Elon wins. Zuckerberg all day. I predict Zuck is going to whoop. Team Elon all the way. Elon said he fought a lot in South Africa being bullied, but I didn't know Mark trains. Destructor says, I don't think humans are capable of going to Mars. I believe more in blockchain technology. Gary says, anything Fox News is fake news. Jack says, Shiba gang, gang, gang. Haven says, I'm buying 127,000 Shiba every time I hear Shiba in the channel tonight. It's a fun game. Nice. PD Pure said, Elon Musk is getting Mike Tyson to train with him. Sheesh. Kieran says, even the King of England don't want smoke with the Rothschild fam. Hey, I ain't going to say too much on that. What y'all know about that? Kirk says, hit the like button and subscribe and share, build the community. Haven said, TG, those families have a good one every third decade. If Elon loses to Zuck, that could set him and his company back quite a bit. Markets are funny when you consider reputation means a lot, and being known as a loser, getting your swoop, not good. The real lab said, Mark Zuck got this. I wish Elon had it, but let's be realistic. Mark has jiu-jitsu training, so that's straight win for him, even though I'm rooting for Elon Musk. Gary says, the real abs, yeah, Zuck has been training for years. Elon hasn't even started yet. Can she sponsor Zuckerberg? Hey, that would be interesting. You know, all the money is going to a charity for veterans, so, you know, that would be interesting if they did take on sponsors. The structure said Elon going to knock Musk out. Juice 101 said, thank you for your content. It's because of you I started to understand most of the crypto lingo, really break things down and simplify it. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks again. I appreciate that, because one of my main goals when I was first teaching investing, I'm reading all these books, and the technical jargon that they were using, it was like they wanted to make it sound like a foreign language. When I'm like, why didn't they just, once it clicked for me, I'm like, why didn't they just explain it like this? Why did they just say this like this? Why are they using this word for this when they could have just said this? And a lot of it is like that. And I really think that's to keep people confused or intimidated from learning it, or it could not be. I just could be thinking too hard on it. But that's one of my goals, to kind of, you know, break this information down and make it digestible for everybody. You know, no matter what level you're at, I try to, you know, relay it in a in a format, you know, that's just relatable for as many people as possible. You know, I don't try to get on here all, you know, super, you know, all technical, professional. Yeah, I want to be, you know, professional to a certain extent, but, you know, I want to keep it real with y'all also, you know, just so that way, in case any of y'all ever kick it with me outside of YouTube, y'all will be like, okay, we understand. But The real Ab said, I doubt this fight will ever happen. They originally scheduled for August 26th. Musk won't be in that needed shape by then. Haven said, Rogan going to teach Elon how to kick. Gary said, plus Musk is 52. Zuck is 39. Zuck has youth and he is way in better shape. Haven said, somehow they will tie. Watch. Petey says, salute, my brother. Obed says, has it been released? August 16th, I thought. No, not yet. We're doing a live stream every day leading up into the release of Shibarium. Gary said Americans are broke because they buy useless instead of putting away at least 10 to 15% of their net income. The new iPhone is more important than saving to some folks. You speaking some facts there. I can't argue with everything. That is, I'm not saying that's everybody in America, but that is, a percentage. Haven says someone told me San Francisco is worse than Detroit now. I don't know about that. Gary says San Fran is pretty bad, but Detroit's still off the chain. Detroit said I should just stake all of my accumulated Shib. Gary said Kennedy is a joke. You think it's a joke? Kanye 2024 said destructive. Bone. Anthony said bone price prediction. I said maybe $5 by the time Shibarium is released. I wouldn't be surprised. That's just a prediction, though. You remember? Don't quote me on that. Quiet on all the knowledge right now. Wait till we all in person. Shadow Trooper says 1 billion bad bag because of you. Let's go. Salute, man. I'm glad you found it. Said, yay, 2024. Do you invest in Doge? Yeah, I'm still holding some Doge. I was Doge Army before I was Shib Army. Gary said, okay, let's keep going. So we got also something interesting that I thought y'all would, some people would definitely find interesting on here. Make sure to give me a like check. I want to make sure our likes at 90% at least before I drop this banger on y'all. Because I'm about to drop a banger. But I want to make sure that we got our like ratio, right. So this isn't the banger right here, y'all. But leading up, I want to make sure we got the likes right before we get the banger. Hopefully, y'all ain't leave the stream too early because then you'll miss out on what we about to talk about next, on why it's about to get real serious. So shout out to the Shib token page. They said, hey, Shib Army, who's got their paws on the super cool TANGEM shibainu themed cold wallet? They look absolutely incredible. Don't miss out. Fetch yours at shibtangem.com and show off your Shib love and style. Delivered today. Much excite. Shib token TANGEM. So here's a look at those. I finally figured out they're like an NFC card, so like these, basically like how a debit card works. You don't need to charge it or anything like that. There's some chip, I believe, inside of it that allows it to work. And, it's dope. So these are available now. If you want to secure your crypto off of the exchanges, this is one of the cold wallets you can use. I haven't had a chance to review it yet. Hey, if somebody from the TANGEM team or community Shib, marketing team is watching this right now, y'all can reach out to them, let them know, we can review it on the channel if they like us to. But this is a safer way to hold your crypto than just leaving it on the exchanges. Let's say, for instance, you left your crypto on FTX. You got screwed. You basically got, finessed out your crypto. So you want to make sure you own the keys, because if it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. If you do not own that seed phrase to that wallet, if you don't have that seed phrase written down somewhere, it's not your crypto truly. Yes, it may be in your portfolio, but it's not your crypto. Whenever that exchange decides to go bankrupt or misappropriate funds or take your funds or do something else with it and donate it to politics and stuff, you're out of money. And that's it. They just going to call bankruptcy and then you SOL. So keep that in mind. Whatever cold wallet you decide, whether it's the, Ledger, Trezor, TANGEM, do your due diligence. Somebody else brought up one to me today. I forgot the name of it, but I did want to look into that one as well, because he basically said it was, beating all the other ones. And I'm like, okay, we'll check it out. We'll do our due diligence. But wanted to let y'all know this card is ready. You can now order this right now from the TANGEM website, and it is $77.70 in USD. So keep that in mind. That's the price on it in case y'all were curious. And then let me get a like ratio real quick. Okay, 160 is it? Are we at 90%? Okay, we good. 168. Shout out to Destructive, said I'm from Michiana. Not sure what that is. John Boy said they all say that, but then it'll take more than a term to fix us. They do be sounding good before they get in. I'm not gonna lie, they be sounding real good. Shibarium gonna be amazing. Get ready, Boss and Bone. Mikey Dimbo Music. Essence says 169 likes. Appreciate the Essence. Gary said, well, I got to get up early tomorrow. So good night, guys. DeMarco, thanks for the live. Make sure, hey, don't leave just yet. I'm about to drop this banger. Stay for 2 more minutes. Stay for 2 more minutes. I gotta share something with y'all. So friendly stranger says Bangkok, Thailand in the building. Salute to the whole Thailand and Bangkok, man. Haven Peck says that is off the chain. Fade tonight says, how do you transfer your crypto from an exchange to a cold wallet? You just basically send it from the exchange to the cold wallet address. Anthony says, you're holding Bone. Of course I'm holding Bone. I got the whole ecosystem on deck. We got it all. Okay, so I wanted to show y'all this, y'all. So I was trying to do a little due diligence to determine, what this, because this is my first year hearing about the Blockchain Futures Conference. So I wanted to determine what size of event is this, how is it, what type of people will be in the building, who could potentially show up. And in my due diligence, I decided to try to find past attendees to the event. So in that search of looking for past attendees to the Blockchain Futures Conference, I came across something very interesting. Let me know, do y'all know any past attendees at that conference? Drop in the comment section real quick if y'all know any past attendees of the Blockchain Futures Conference or ETH Toronto. Shout out to Legend AB. Michael said, man, all I've been doing is watching / reading anything to do with Shib, and it's all over the place, just like crypto, but I believe in a second wave of new Shiba Inu millionaires is approaching. Hey, I'm with you on that, bro. But let me know, do y'all know anybody who was a past attendee? I'm gonna give it about 10 more seconds in the chat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Essence said, PD said you holding. PD Pure said you holding Bone. We are all holding Bone. Essence says Vitalik or Elon. You are right. You are right about one of those individuals. Jeremy said Hoskinson. I'm not sure who that is off the bat, but the name sounds familiar. But let's take a look at this. So we got a 2022 recap video of Blockchain Futures Conference. So this is last year's event. So it looks like this is the 5th annual event. And we can see, some of the individuals who were in attendance last year. And I think this is super bullish because, I don't hear anybody talking about this. I haven't heard anybody mention that any of these individuals could likely be there. So let's check this out. Let's watch this video. So I'm gonna turn off the music because I don't want to get hit with the copyright. But take a look at this. So here's a Blockchain Futures Conference. Now I'm gonna just let y'all see who y'all see and tell me who all y'all recognize out of this. So this is the size of the event, giving you an idea how many people, it is, where it's taking place. So this is, from my research, the largest crypto-related event in the entire country of Canada. So this is a really, really big deal, y'all. It's not some small, thrown together, janky event. This is a real deal right here. Like someone mentioned earlier, the who's of, crypto in that area are likely to be there if they don't already have anything else going on. So you can see different projects. You can see a sheep themed dog. It looks like a different project, not Shiba Inu dog. But you can see some of the individuals here. And I'm going to pause it on one specific individual. And I'm going to just drop the mic after that. So you get an idea of all the different people that'll be there. And remember, Shiba Inu will be a title sponsor. So a lot of these names you see on other things, NFT brawlers and all that, Shiba Inu will have the main advertising slot. So you'll see Shiba Inu basically everywhere. You're gonna see a lot of the Bored Apes in the building. So a lot of these people are, CEOs, developers behind, companies and new people that are creating disruptive technology in the space. So you might not recognize some of these people, but these are, some important people in the space, that's working to change things. Let me know if you know who that is. Okay, y'all, we warming up. We warming up. We almost there. So you get an idea of what this event will look like, people that'll be there. So we got the man himself in the building. Tell me if y'all know who this is just by looking at the back of that head. Tell me y'all know who that is looking at the back of that head. Okay, yeah, I knew the name was familiar. Where investors say they're going to stop underestimating Elon. Doesn't matter if Zuck does martial arts. Elon is Tony Stark. Can't go against Iron Man, bro. Kobo says definitely Vitalik. You were right, bro. Friendly Stranger said, how many bone y'all think we need to make 100K next bull run? I'm thinking 2,000 to 5,000. I'm not sure right now. I ain't trying to do the math. We got Vitalik on stage right now at the Blockchain Futures Conference 2022. So, if history repeats itself, we could likely see Vitalik in the building 2023 at the Blockchain Futures Conference with Shiba Inu being the title sponsor. Do y'all remember Shiba Inu donated over half the supply of Shiba Inu token to Vitalik? And Vitalik was able to give away the largest donation in history of $1 billion from, I believe, a single person to the Indian COVID Relief Fund. So you think Vitalik ain't going to show no love to Shiba Inu while we at the same conference and Shiba Inu is the title sponsor? Y'all better connect the dots, man. But shout out to Real Abs, said Charles Hoskinson, Cardano CEO. I knew I recognized the name, man, but I couldn't think of it right now. Destruction Goggle said Yeezy will be the first hip-hop president. PD said true members of this channel know about the ecosystem and what's to come after. Sikobo said, no way Bone doesn't hit $10 shortly after Shibarium is up and running. I think it's possible. Destruction said F Nike and Adidas. T-Man Cool 24 said, won't lie, all my faith is in Shibarium release. I wouldn't put all your faith in it now. You want to be careful now. Don't set yourself up to, to have a bad psychological or emotional reaction to this. Remember, only invest what you're willing to lose. MT said VB, true alpha, LOL. Aztec said Elmo is up 21%. If y'all haven't seen my Elmo review video, go check it out. I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold, but check it out. I did a deep dive into this project, really going in, into basically everything that covers this project, and I think y'all will be interested in it. So not financial advice, but check it out. Darren says Mark. Essence said Vitalik. PD dropping emojis. Destruction said, you know what the Midwest is, young and restless, Kanye West. The Real Ab said Vitalik. Haven said V. Essence said, my bad, Zuckerberg. Crypto said, but both are going to be there, Elon and Vitalik. Essence says, I was right the first time, LOL Vitalik from Canada. Friendly Stranger said, look for a buy the news sale event. So look for a buy the news sell, buy the rumor, sell the news, I think you're talking about. Possible. It can be a buy the rumor, sell the news type of situation. We could see the prices lead up until Shibarium and then prices drop off after. That happened with, I believe, shibaswap. Prices went up, but shortly after, within the next 2 weeks, prices pull, back. But a couple months after that, prices absolutely broke out from there as well. So keep that in mind. Don't forget the full picture. But Darren says, can you make a video on the selling process for when it's time? Yeah, a few people have asked me for that, so I will make a video on that. But take a look at this, y'all. Vitalik will be in the building. That is absolutely crazy to know, because now we know, and some of y'all might already know this, but I didn't know this. I know a lot of people rocking with the channel did not know for sure if Vitalik would be there, because I made a few videos before in the past, and people asked me, like, all right, will Vitalik be there? You sure? And now we can say with some degree of certainty, I say almost 95% certain that he would likely be at this event. This is the biggest crypto event in Toronto, in the whole country of Canada. This is where Vitalik is from, so why wouldn't he be at this event? And it's called ETH Toronto as well. So why wouldn't he be at basically his own creations event? So I think Vitalik will be there. Now, why that's super bullish for me, because one, Vitalik, is an influential figure as well. But if Vitalik can be in the building, it's likely that Elon Musk could even be there. I also seen a few other people. I've seen BitBoy Crypto in there, a few other tech CEOs also. crypto CEOs. So interesting, group of people will be in the building. This is really, really big. A lot of money will be in the building here. We might see some people buying Shiba Inu at this event as they're hearing, the demonstration of the ecosystem. Because remember, the team will be doing a live demonstration of everything Shiba Inu. So we might have some whales in the audience, watching her on stage and, may decide like, you know what, the Shiba Inu coin has more utility than I originally thought. So let me grab some. So that's the potential. I just want to keep y'all informed on that. We got Big Boy on there. Look at Vitalik, man. We know that head from anywhere. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, it's gonna be crazy if we get Vitalik talking about Shiba Inu. I'm letting you know right now. Vitalik, come on stage. I'm not talking about a simple thank you to Shiba Inu, but I'm saying like, really talking about the potential, the power of Shiba Inu. Then if he talks about how, remember he mentioned a couple months ago, if Ethereum is to survive, it needs to survive and thrive, it needs a successful layer 2 blockchain to be, scalable. And that's what the Shibarium is. That's what it is. So if we give Vitalik stamping, now we know Vitalik may be there, but we don't know if he's going to stamp it. But if he happens to stamp Shibarium, we gone, y'all. I'm telling you now. The structure said, yay, 2024. Karen said, I can see they fell off after the Shibarium release, but then November, December, big pump. That's a possibility. That's what happened with ShibaSwap. It was the price rise leading up to the event. When it dropped, the prices went up, for that day. And then over the next 2 weeks, the prices pulled back. But then a couple months later, the prices took off again. John says, what day will the releasing the layer 2 blockchain? I believe in 9 days. T-Man Cool said, I wonder if Ryoshi secretly will be there. That's a good question. I'll let y'all know if I see Ryoshi in the building. Let's see. So that was interesting. Let me know, was that bullish? Was that bullish right there? How many of y'all did not know that Vitalik was an attendee at these events? Crypto said, wish I could go. I'm going next year for sure. Haven says, woof, woof, salute. So let me know, man. That's bullish to me. That's super bullish if you ask me. Okay, then we got this article here also. Let me see. 100 million Shib plus holding. MT says bullish. Essence says very bullish. I told y'all I have some alpha to drop on y'all, man. This is why you want to be subscribed to the channel, notifications on, because we're really doing our due diligence over here to bring y'all, the latest information and to help make y'all better informed investors. So we got this article here. New whale adds 4.41 trillion Shiba as the price rise. So this was a whale that created a new whale wallet of $40 million worth of Shiba Inu. Now, this wasn't a brand new purchase. This was actually a transfer from a bigger whale wallet. So you got to keep that in mind as well. This tells us that this whale is likely trying to sell once, he sees a certain price. But what that also tells us, this whale is bullish on the price going up in the meantime. So that's what I'm taking from that as well. So super bullish right there. Yeah, I think we got some interesting times ahead of us, man. Haven said Ether was made there. Absolutely. Kieran said, this is why I'm up at 540. I appreciate that. Shout out to everybody for rocking with me, man. Yesterday, our stream was 3 hours and like 22 minutes, I believe it was. Crazy. Shout out to our new channel members, man. NovaBob6262, Christian THA. Appreciate y'all. I even got the fishing emoji right there from the stranger. Said the more whales buy, the more manipulation. Whales buying is not good. I mean, it is though to a certain extent. Yeah, whales can manipulate the price and make things a little uncomfortable, but the community can really push things further as long as the community bands together. And not all the time that happens. That's why you see the whale games work. But if the community resisted at certain points, or gave a little extra push at certain points, that can kind of tip the scale sometimes, because whales, they will stay in. Whales don't just look to crash the price at any level. Whales only sell when they make profit. That's what they're looking to do. When they make profit, that's when they sell. But if you're paying attention to the chart, you buy in the dips, you enter in the areas where the whales enter. And if they sell at those levels, that's not a bad thing for you if you were planning on taking some profits. So yeah, they can do manipulation, but everybody's selling when they want to. But we're going to wrap this one up, man. I think this was a really good stream. Rate the stream for me. Let me know what y'all rate this stream. Let me know in the chat section. Also, shout out to the replay gang as well that'll catch this later on. Rate the stream in the comment section if you're catching this later on the replay. Rate it in the chat if you live watching this right now. Let me know, you know, what y'all liked about the stream, what parts you enjoyed the most, what you didn't like, what we could do better next time. You know, I really want to get this, you know, I really want to start streaming more, but I want to make sure, you know, I'm providing it as much value as possible and that y'all really enjoying these streams. Let me know before you leave. Do not pull off from the stream without letting me know what you rate the stream, what we could do better, what y'all liked about it, anything. Just give me some type of insight so I could become a better streamer, y'all. David said, true Shib army is going to be huge in the next week or so. So we may put the power out in the country. T-Man says, Shibarium will burn on each transaction. Yes, it will. Lord Drip says, I went hike Mount Everest, came back, and the live is still going. T-Man says, Shibarium, oh, we got that one. We got that. What time are you live tomorrow? I'm thinking around 4 to 5 p.m. Pacific time. So remember, I'm in Las Vegas time, y'all, West Coast time. So y'all got to, you know, adjust your clocks to that. But I'm thinking around that time, 4 to 5-ish. But make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at DecemberDeMarco and on Instagram at DecemberDeMarco so you can get the notification. Before I go live, you can know I'm going live. Make sure you have notifications on my post on Twitter and Instagram as well, so that way you are updated. Kieran said, buy Shib Army. Petey said 10. Appreciate that, Petey. Adrian McHugh said, how much will the burns be? Any idea? We don't know yet. We just got to wait and see. Haven said 8.5 just because I'm toxic. Salute, man. Appreciate that. MT said 10. I'll still take an 8.5, man. Kevin said 10. Appreciate that. Kieran Bush says 8 out of 10. Okay. Y'all got to let me know what I could do better as well, though. You can't just give me the 8 out of 10 and not give me, you know, how I could have got the 10. GS says 10. Your engagement with the community is on point, brother. And you're down to earth / chill. I appreciate that. Dave said bad. Darren says 10. Good content and great interacting with the people. I appreciate that. Can I get some more people that rate the stream, man? We just got it in for over 2 hours and we got what? Less than 10 people to rate the stream. That's how y'all rocking with me? I guess that's how y'all gonna do me on this one, man. We got over about 120 people in the building right now. We only got about 10 ratings on the stream, man. I'm trying to become a better streamer for y'all so that way, you know, it's more enjoyable. You know, I can talk about more things that y'all find valuable, etc. Let me see. I think we got a couple more. Okay. Jeremy said no response means good. Okay. Faye says this is a solid 10. But if I'm asking for a response, I think that's a small, you know, little, you know, thing to let me know. Especially y'all got to remember, y'all helping me get better as well. You know, I try to help you all in ways that I can help y'all get better. If y'all can help me in this way get better, I definitely appreciate that. So Haven said your system lags a little bit when showing video. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Might need some new memory or something like that, or delete some of these tabs. Y'all see I got 1,000,001 tabs up. Samuel said 10. Okay, appreciate that, Samuel. Essence says 10. I love the TA and engagement. Okay, I appreciate that. See, this helps me learn, you know, what I can do better or what I should continue, you know, or what I should do less of, etc. David said, you're good, brother. Everything is 100, man. You always good no matter what. 10. I appreciate that, bro. Fishing says, great stream, brother. All you need is just a crystal ball. Hey, facts. I appreciate that. Where Investor says, how do I rate it? Just drop in the comment section what you think it is. Crypto says 9. I like the engagement with the community and variety. Okay, I'll take that. Jay Bumper says A1 stream. Salute, man. Shout out to A1 since day one. Where Investor said, I give 100. I appreciate that, bro. Jeremy said TA was on point. Class was in session. We're going to look at the charts one more time before we get out. Well, not the charts. We're just going to look at Shib's price. Okay, still holding that 8, 9, 8, 5 level. It ain't doing nothing too much, but appreciate you, Jeremy. Keith Bradford says, DD, what's up with the tectonic on the move like this today? What up with the tectonic on the move like this? I ain't been checking it out today. I'm gonna take a look at a few projects when I hop off stream, get some food. CO Bo says 10, straight to the point, keep it concise. Okay, appreciate that. T-Man Cool said 9, consistent content with facts and no false clickbait. I like that. I appreciate that, bro. Jeremy said clear explanations on TA. Appreciate that. Keith says 10. Kevin says yes, make a video about Crow and tectonic, please. Thank you. Okay, vintage and old cartoons. Make sure y'all leave a comment about the tectonic and Crow on my last video. Leave it in the comment section just so I can see it when I go check out my comments. Vintage and old cartoons box said I just need Shib to hit 0.0060 to hit and I'm good. Aiden said, you're doing a great job, bro. It's a 10 from me, man. Salute, man. I appreciate y'all. E. Harden said 10, great content, very knowledgeable. Thank you for that. Pearson Charles said, I appreciate you. You are doing great. Thank you. I'm trying to really become a better streamer, y'all. Essence says, I like tonic. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Leave it in the comments on my last video that I dropped. Not this live stream, but the regular video that I dropped. Stacy said, was fixing to lay down and seeing DeMarco on, so I know it's good. Hey, I appreciate you, Stacy. Thank you for pulling up on us. And then Brandon Awesome says 9 out of 10, very informative and current. Not a 10 yet until our sheet hits. That's what's up. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's what's up. Essence says, I've been holding tonic and crow for over 2 years. Okay. So you really rocking with those. I'm gonna have to check them out. Faye said, I've learned a lot just watching you break down info in an easy way to digest. Feels like I'm becoming a more informed investor every visit. That's what it's about, man. Salute. Shout out to Faye tonight, man. That's what we exactly trying to do over here. Make sure everybody becomes better informed investors. That's all it's about, because as you become more informed, you know what you're doing, you get more confidence, and that's when you start really making the money. So Fighting said, this is a journey, and with your streams and videos, we are all together. Helps a lot, especially new investors like me. I definitely appreciate that and glad I can help. The review said, December, you the GOAT for real, 100, man. Salute to the review. Appreciate that. PD says, bro, let's do a live vote. What you trying to do with vote? You trying to check out vote on the stream live right now? You ain't trying to pull off? Okay, let's see. What, you just want to check out what vote has going on today? Is that what you saying, bro? Let me know real quick, because if you just want to check out what vote got going on for today, we can do that. Y'all know I got to show love to my vote army. Let's see. Vote Inu, 154,000 followers, still growing, you know, almost at that 200K followers. Let's see what we got. Even Google knows this just in. Vote mints 100 or 1,000 millionaires overnight. They went crazy with the fake Photoshop news clipping. Let me retweet that. Let me retweet that out, because give it some can't even think of the word right now. It's a manifestation on that. Shout out to Pablo. Said, vote a micro cap blue chip. Don't fade the future. Decentralization. Facts. Look at vote right there. Most traded. Highlighted. We got Floki at 16.4 million. Vote at 11 million right now. Ham at 4.19 million. So see, obviously the first two right there, most traded, are, you know, leaps and bounds above the rest. So why does vote look dead but voted at the same time? Most traded highlighted meme tokens in the last 24 hours. So first place Floki, second place Vote, and you can see the list right here: Floki, Vote, Ham, Lovely, Pepe 2, Baby Doge, Turbo, Suka, Venu, Quack, and Pit. The Vote army is something special. We will continue to buy out the short-term investors and be ready by the bull market with solid whales. The top 10 cryptos, nothing less. Sheesh. Shout out to El Musa. Shout out to Pablo. He says, passion and dedication is what you see in the Vote army, and that's because we know how this story ends. Join at 3 p.m. Eastern time as we vote everything on the road to $1. And then when do you expect it to vote like this? Also, Vatoshi says you can't have Shib type of run if you don't go through the deadly months that the Shib army went through. To then see people crying all around the world because they sold too early, from dead to voted. So remember that. In the beginning, Shiba Inu was basically flat. Shiba Inu wasn't doing anything. You actually were losing money in the beginning if you were holding Shib, you know, early on. And eventually it just went crazy. But then Game Banger said, when they pronounce you dead, but you keep pamping. So basically showing those buys coming in. VDSC, Voti Change, Voti Card, Vote Inu. Also keep your eye on the ultimate goal, VDSC and Vote Inu game. So Vote Inu is one of those projects, man. It's just, you know, the bear market is getting it. It has a ton of utility. It's, you know, hyper deflationary. It's just right now it's waiting for the bull market. It sets all its ducks in a row and preparing itself for, you know, once the bull market actually kicks in. I think Vote Inu is going to be one of those top meme coins, y'all. Obviously, we might have some other ones out there as well, but I definitely think Vote is going to be the one, because think about this. When people realize, you know, okay, they're meme coins, they're going to want some type of utility to it. You know, they might play around with some of the other ones, but when they look around at other meme coins with utility, there's, you know, especially the ones that launched around Vote's time or after, there's nobody really touching it, to be honest. And then look at this. When a 5-year-old Vote maxi at the grocery store asks, what's in your wallet, sir? Voti card, vechain VDSC. That's dope, man. So shout out to little bro right here rocking the supporting the VDSC card right there. You know, so it's some real utility. You know, you can spend your crypto using the Volti card. You know, not too many projects allow you to do that. You can transfer crypto right over and spend it. And also they have a non-KYC version. So the Volti card, you do have to do a KYC for. But for the virtual version of the card, you do not have to KYC. Connect the dots on that one, y'all. That's all I'm going to say. But also, you get an opportunity to start all over again. But this time with the bigger army, dozens of exchanges, well-established utilities, and catalysts. Are you Volti yet? So basically, Vitalik letting everybody know, like, you know, the prices are at start over levels. But this time, more investors, more holders, dozens of exchange listings already. So it's like starting from the beginning, except for with everything already laid out, basically in a roadmap or majority of things. And then well-established utilities and catalysts. So super bullish on vechain. Just wanted to get y'all voted real quick. Make sure y'all check them out. Do your due diligence as well on them. Crypto says, I think PD wants a live stream focus on vote sometimes. Okay, is that what you're saying, PD? PD asked for a vote live 2 days in a row. Is that what you mean? A straight vechain live stream? You got to let me know, bro. Sammy says, I haven't been able to get the streams recently, but been following you for a while. An early stream I watched, I just thought you were chill and a real one. Few crypto influencers like that never change, man. Salute. I appreciate that. Vincent says, bro, you think Shib can hit 0.006 USD? Your thoughts? I think any price target is pretty much possible, you know, in that cent level. Now, once we start talking about $1 and more, it's getting a little crazy now. But for the meantime, I think anything, you know, 1 cent in that range is possible. Now, obviously, it's going to take a lot of work. Like I said, we got to burn a lot of coins. It ain't just happening just with no work. We got a lot of coins to burn in order to get to there, but it's possible. Dave says, I need to buy more vote. Shout out to Essence voting up the stream. PD says, no, do a live stream one, bro. A show to mix the Inu, December, and Papa. Okay, I feel you. Bro, I wouldn't have known about Vote if it was for you. I believe Vote will make me millions. I got you, bro. I got you. Don't worry. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna try to get a live stream rocking. I'm gonna let the Vote community know, see what we can do. If we could probably get, you know, somebody on the stream, that would be dope. But that's all we got for this one. I appreciate everybody for rocking with me, man. Y'all definitely some real ones. This stream was dope. If I had to say so myself, I enjoyed this one as well as the one yesterday. We will be back again around 4 to 5 p.m. Pacific time, going live again. So make sure you have notifications on. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at DecemberDeMarco. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at DecemberDeMarco. All that. Miss November said Shib starting to pick up a little steam. Okay, we got to go check out Shib before we get out of here. Richard G said, first time watching all the way from Hong Kong. I like your post, man. Salute to Richard G. Shout out to the whole Hong Kong. Shout out to Dave. Faye, too nice, said, great stream. Appreciate that. David James said, just got on here. Appreciate you pulling up. David, make sure if y'all just tuning into the stream, you really run this one back. I dropped some alpha in stream, some information that I have not seen out anywhere else in the entire Shib community or, you know, anywhere on YouTube, Twitter, you know, for that matter. So make sure y'all really run this whole stream back, catch these gems we dropped. Let's see what Shib is doing, if it's giving us a little some. Okay, Shib. Let's go. Let me show y'all what we got here. Let's see. Okay, so y'all see, you know, we talked about that hammer candle. That hammer candle starting to turn around. We talked about how in a downtrend, doji hammers candles can signal that we are hammering out a bottom. Now, obviously, things could, you know, continue to go down. We could put up one more candle up and then it continue to drop off. But it's just a good sign to see it playing out in that manner. So we'll see what we get tomorrow. Right now, Shiba Inu at that 903 level. So we did find support at that range where we did not want to fall below. So that was a good sign right there, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to keep that momentum going. We're going to have to see how the overall market responds tomorrow. If we get a green day in the market tomorrow, that can be really good for Shiba Inu and help push us forward as well. So looking forward to something like that taking place. But that's all we got for this video, man. Let me see what other comments we got. Shout out to Tenda Moyo, said bone to the moon. Salute. Make sure y'all are all subscribed. David James said, didn't get the notice. This is why you have to double check and make sure your notifications are on. Sometimes YouTube will turn off notifications on accident or whatever's going on. And, you know, some of my people don't get notified. So I need y'all to make sure and double check, triple check, that you have everything ready to go. Subscribe, like the video, notifications on, make sure the bell is hit, and hit all notifications so you get everything. Shout out to Rick, said good night all. Appreciate you pulling up on us, bro. Essence says good night, everyone. Thanks again, DD. You welcome, Essence. The review says appreciate you, bro, for real. You be dropping gems and made your boys some money. Salute. Hey, appreciate you rocking. I'm glad I can help you make some money, bro. Content creator says shibainu at 0.0003 in 2025 would be awesome. Yeah, that would be. Content creator said DecemberDeMarco, salute to you, big dog. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Bone, Shiba swap to the moon. Luskino said a 10. That's our rating on the stream, man. Appreciate that. Shout out to everybody for rocking with us. David said peace, good night, Shib family. So that's all we got, man. Again, appreciate all y'all. Everybody rocking with the stream. This was a dope one. We will be back tomorrow again. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Also, become a channel member if you're interested in getting access to members only live streams, special giveaways and things we'll be doing with the members. We will be having a live stream tomorrow, I think after the main live stream, so make sure y'all are in attendance. And that's all we got. If you missed out on any of the videos today that we dropped on the channel, make sure you go check those out. Get the like button up on all those. Appreciate everybody for pulling up, and we are out.